a center, and he is a senior for the Boomers as well. For the Lady Reds, hop over to their roster. Finally got it here. Number 0, Daniela Redshin. She is a freshman. She is a guard. Number 1, Tawana Hester. She is a senior. She's going to be the one that we're going to have to look out for. We'll have number 5, Lillian Lime. She's a sophomore. Number 10, Allie Riddell. She's a senior. She's going to be the one you're going to have to look for out for rebounds. Number 11, Katrina Curtis. She's a junior. Number 13, Zaida Bagwell. She's a junior. Number 15, Mia Hernandez. She's a senior. And number 23, Alana Hester. She is going to be the main point guard here tonight. And also, let's not forget number 24, Paige Lloyd, the senior. Head coach, Brent Codwell. Assistant coaches, Mark Sider, Elena Thompson, Lola Hester. Managers are Lolia Hester, Ariana Curtis, and Mackenzie Pete. We'll take one final break with the starting lineups and the national anthem. This is Boomer Basketball on Z92.
Somewhere around 400 feet off the ground. RPG came through the belly of the aircraft. When I first got out, I felt like my whole life had been smushed down to just medical appointments. I was going to occupational therapy, physical therapy, speech therapy. We don't talk about the female combat wounded. These are our daughters and our sisters and our mothers. I'm not sure I would still be here if I didn't find the Friends and Wounded Warrior Project, but I didn't. Because there was a long period after the injury where I really didn't understand why I was still here. It felt like I had lost everything. Wounded Warrior Project came into my life and taught me how to stand back up and get back in the fight. The truth is, I think we all have the strength inside of us, but until you're tested, you just don't know what's there.
See how Wounded Warrior Project empowers women veterans like Beth by visiting woundedwarriorproject.org/empowerwomenvets.
What makes essential workers essential? We build safe roads for you to drive on.
We harvest fresh produce for your families to eat.
We help you heal when you're sick.
We get you where you need to go.
We keep where you work and live clean and safe.
We make sure you get what you need to make your household work.
You're the essential workers who help our nation run. You're in every city, town, and corner of our country, and you come from all over the globe. And you have essential protections under the law. I'm Lonnie Walsh. The Wage and Hour Division at the Department of Labor helps ensure you receive the essential protections you deserve. If you have questions about your pay or about your job protection during an illness, visit our website or call 866-4US-WAGE. That's 866-487-9243. We can provide help in more than 200 languages.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Labor.
We are in the national anthem. Oh, and it's over. Got the hands clapping. The starters for the Woodward Boomers tonight on the girls' side. Let's get them here. It is going to be starting out number 13, the senior, Thessaly Pfeiffer. Number 14, the junior, Jocelyn Therese. Number 21, she's a sophomore. She's a young one, but can sure get the ball in the hoop. It's going to be Briley Douglas Fisher. You're also going to have another junior wearing the number 22 jersey, Riley Moore. And to round it out, the senior wearing the number 23 jersey, Avery Edwards. And one last time for the Reds as we're trying to see their starting lineups. See what we got here. number 23, Alana Hester. Number 5, the sophomore, Lillian Line. Number 1, Tiana Hester, the senior. Number 24, a senior, Paige Lloyd. And number 15, Mia Hernandez. She is a senior as well. Like to give a shout out to Boomer TV here. They got a good crew working with them, with Chris Godwin working on the camera work over here, getting everything set up. So give a shout out to Boomer TV as always, as they travel here with us and we travel with them. It's a good connection. As we are about to get set off here for tip-off, as they are lining up and getting spread out, and refs getting ready to tip the ball away. Here he comes, he jogs over. And we're about to get underway. Again, if you are wanting to watch the game, you can also go over to Boomer TV, boomertv.net, and go ahead and watch the stream. You know, got the live action, the cameras, and got everything up here. Here we go. Here's Boomer basketball. Thessaley Pfeiffer, she's going to get it in to Jocelyn Therese. Here comes Avery Edwards, the starting point guard. She's going to get it over to Jocelyn Therese, but it gets stolen. She'll get it back here. Here comes Briley Douglas Fisher. Fisher gets it into Edwards. Edwards gets it into Therese for a three-pointer, and it's no good. Here comes Tawana Hester. She'll get the rebound, and she'll pass it out. She'll get it to number 10. That's going to be Allie Rodell. She's a senior. She held the ball too long, got 5 seconds trapped up, so it's a turnover. Boomers are going to get the ball. Here comes Avery Edwards. She'll get it out to Therese, and she'll set the offense. Here comes Jocelyn Therese. She'll get it to Briley Douglas. Douglas into Edwards. Edwards to Therese. Therese gets it into Moore. She'll try to drive up for two and gets fouled. So she will go to the line for two. Riley Moore at the line. First one up and good. Moore again, she's got them both. So now here come the Lady Reds the other way. Avery Edwards got some good defense on Alana Hester. She'll get it over to Allie Rodell. And looks like Avery Edwards is going to pick up a reaching foul. Number 13 is going to throw it in for the Lady Reds. That is going to be Zida Bagwell. Bagwell gets it tipped by Thessaley Pfeiffer. She's driving up the lane, gets it to Edwards. Up and in for two. It's good. Looks like we got a little bit of commotion down here. We got a timeout. We'll take them with them. This is Boomer Basketball on Z92.
I grew up hearing that women are bad with money, but like many of you, I spent years paying bills, managing checking accounts, and taking care of my family. So turns out women are pretty good with money after all. And now I'm taking control of my financial future by saving for retirement. It's never too late to start, and there's a great website to help you. Check out WeSaySaveIt.org and jumpstart your retirement savings on your budget and your timeline. That's WeSaySaveIt.org. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
the top of the key. She'll get over to left wing, Briley Douglas, and she'll let it go out of bounds off the top of her hands. Here comes Allie Rodell. She'll set it for the offense. Stolen away by Thessaly Pfeiffer. Up and in for two. Thessaly Pfeiffer getting back up on the board. She'll get it stolen away again, almost Rodell, and it's going to be tipped out of bounds off the top of her fingers, and it's going to be taken away. Here comes Riley Moore. She'll inbound the ball, get it to Thessaly Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer to Therese for three, up and no good off the top of the rim. On the rebound, it is going to be number 22, Riley Moore. She's going to try to get it, but it's going to be a foul on number 3. That is going to be Aislinn Sonaros. Thessaly Pfeiffer gets off the inbound. She tried to shoot it, can't get it. Riley Moore comes up with the rebound, and she'll get it taken away out of her hands by Allie Rodell. Stolen away by Thessaly Pfeiffer, putting it up for two. Looks like to be number 21, Briley Douglas Fisher, and she gets fouled. Woodward is on top, 6-0 here in the first quarter. Douglas no good on her first basket here. Douglas is attempting her second at the line. She'll go 1 for 2 as she'll sink the second one. Boomers now lead 7-0 over the Lady Reds. Here comes Allie Rodell. She'll almost get it stolen away, but it's going to be a foul on the Boomers. Who are they going to get here? Going to be a foul on Avery Edwards. She's going to get Rodell trapped, and she's going to get double teamed, and it's going to be a back and forth violation there for the Lady Reds. Therese has the ball. She'll go it over to left side wing to Avery Edwards to Douglas. Douglas back over to Riley Moore at the top of the key. She'll get it over to left wing Therese to Riley Moore, back over to the top of the key. Thessaly Pfeiffer, she'll drive in for two. Pfeiffer, she can't get it, gets her own rebound. She's on the floor. It's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow is going to go to the Lady Reds, the Clinton Lady Reds. Rodell is going to look for someone to pass it into. Quick, here she goes. She's going to get it batted away and stolen by Thessaly Pfeiffer again. She's on the floor. That's a jump ball. It's Woodward's possession. Oh, they reverse it. They're going to get a foul here. Going to get a foul on Thessaly Pfeiffer. Oh no, they're going to get a foul on number 10, excuse me, Allie Rodell. Get it to Therese. She'll try to shoot at the top of the key for three. No good. Clinton gets the rebound. Lady Reds. It's going to be Allie Rodell. She'll pick it up. She'll get it to Alana Hester. Now the ball is on the floor. Jocelyn Therese got it. Thessaly Pfeiffer has it, and they're going to call it a jump ball again. Riley Moore for Woodward will inbound it. She'll go left wing Therese. She thought about the three. She'll think better of it. She'll drive inside, give it to Avery Edwards, the point guard. Now back to Therese to Riley Moore. She'll go around the top of the key. She'll get it to Avery Edwards, and she'll try to set up the offense. She'll go left wing, Douglas Fisher. Back to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer to Avery Edwards at the left wing for three. No good, and the possession goes out of bounds. Is going to go back to Clinton. Rodell passes it into Alana Hester. Back to Rodell. Stolen away by Douglas Fisher. She'll drive up and in for two. No good. Therese on the putback. It's up and good. Boomers lead 9-0 here with 4:38 left to go in the first quarter. Here comes Rodell. She'll drive the left baseline. She'll travel with it, no call. Here comes Therese on defense, and Edwards getting a double team. And did she step out of bounds on the line? They're going to get a foul. Number 14 here for the Boomers. That's going to be Therese's first. Here come the Lady Reds back on offense. She'll get it to number 11. That's Katrina Curtis. Curtis has the ball. She'll get it stolen away by Therese. They're fighting around. They have it up and good. Let's see what the call is. Both players still hanging on to that ball. Jump ball. Possession arrow back to the Lady Reds. Curtis will throw it in for the Lady Reds. She'll get it out to Hester, Mike, excuse me. That's going to be stolen. No, it's going to be back to Rodell. She'll get it up and in for 2. Back the other way is Thessaly Pfeiffer. She can't get it up, but she'll get it back to Jocelyn Therese at the top of the key. Left wing is Avery Edwards, back to the top of the key to Riley Moore. Right wing, Douglas Fisher. She fires for 3, up and good. To inbound it is Pfeiffer. She'll get it to across the timeline, and there's a foul. She'll get that to Rodell. She'll try to fire a 3, but it's stolen away by Thessaly Pfeiffer. She'll slow down, and she'll start the offense. Here is Jocelyn Therese. She'll get it stolen away by Rodell. That's the first turnover here for the Boomers tonight. She'll get it out to number 3. That's going to be Sonaros. Sonaros back over to Rodell, to Hester. Hester, she's going to fire the 3, up and no good. A rebound for Clinton Tornadoes. Can't get it going again, so here comes Thessaly Pfeiffer. Fast break, Avery Edwards, up and in for 2. It's up, and it's good. Avery Edwards and the Thessaly Pfeiffer connection is definitely going the way we'd like it to tonight. Here come the Lady Reds. No, stolen away and scored by Thessaly Pfeiffer. So she's got 4 points just like that. We're going to take a quick break and come right back. This is Boomer Basketball on Z92.
Are you ready for your winter driving adventure? From October 3rd to December 19th, get a mail-in rebate up to $100 when you buy a set of 4 BF Goodrich tires, designed for all your driving adventures. So, go on! Visit the experts at High Plains Tire, 2220 Main Street in Woodward. Certain conditions apply. Visit your dealer or bfgoodrich.ca for details.
And welcome back to Boomer Basketball on Z92. I'm Dakota Wagner coming out of a timeout here for the Boomers. It is 16-2 with 2:46 left in the first quarter. The Boomers are on top, 16-2. Lady Reds are gonna inbound it here. It's gonna be number 3. That's gonna be Sonaros. She'll get it to number 5. That's going to be Lillianne Lime. Go out of bounds off Riley Moore's fingertips. Let's see what we got going on here. The official is going to say the other way. It went off Lillianne Lime's fingertips, and Riley Moore will inbound it. She'll get it to Avery Edwards. Edwards will get it over to Lily Luckett. Luckett will get it to Pfeiffer for 2. She can't get it. Riley Moore has the ball. She'll get it back to Lily Luckett. Luckett with the fake back over to Edwards. Edwards to Luckett. Luckett back over to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer left wing. She'll get it to Edwards. And here we play the swing game. Oh, Thessaly Pfeiffer, she knocks it down for 2. She's got 6 points. Lillian Lime's gonna throw it all the way across the court. It's gonna be stolen away by Avery Edwards. Back over to Jocelyn Therese. Therese will try to get it into Edwards to Pfeiffer, and it's stolen away by the Lady Reds, by Rodell. No, now here comes Pfeiffer on the other side. She'll get it stolen away to Avery Edwards. Here comes Pfeiffer, shoots up and in for 2, no good, but we got a foul. Foul's gonna be on number 11, Katrina Curtis, a junior. That's gonna be her second foul. Thessaly Pfeiffer at the line. 18-2. She'll sink it. Here come the Lady Reds the other way with the ball. She'll get it to Rodell. Rodell will get it into Sonaro. She'll drive the lane up and in for 2. No good. Barely gets stopped off the top of the rim. Now here comes fast-paced Boomers. Pfeiffer up for 2. Back and forth to Avery Edwards. Look at that masterpiece. It's up and good. Edwards now has 4 in the game. Stolen away off the foot of Jocelyn Therese. We're going to get over to Avery Edwards. Has a missed pass, but Lily Luckett is there to pick it up. Here come the Boomers. They'll start the offense. Here's Lily Luckett. She'll get it into Therese. Therese left wing. She'll get it batted away by Sonaros. And it's going to stay Woodward ball. Riley Moore will inbound. Moore's looking for Luckett. Luckett was going to fire a quick 3, but thought better of it. Pfeiffer drives in the lane for 2, up and no good. Rebound goes to the Tornadoes. Here comes Alana Hester. She'll get trapped half court. Then she'll get it out to Sonaros, but there's Thessaly Pfeiffer to seal it away off the fast break. Here we go, up and in for 2. Good. Thessaly Pfeiffer. Wow, she's on fire. Quick steal there by Avery Edwards. She'll get it to Thessaly Pfeiffer, and there's 19 seconds left in the first quarter, and I think they're just going to play keep away here. It's going to be Luckett to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer, she's going to try to swing it out. There's 8 seconds left in the first quarter, 23-2. Wow. Therese, she fires a 3. It's no good, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter, 23-2. The Boomers are kind of manhandling the Lady Reds. You're listening to Boomer Basketball on Z92.
Oklahoma's publicly owned electric utilities give you and your community the control, the investment, and the reliability you deserve. You have a voice in the decisions about the electrical grid. A percentage of every power bill is reinvested into your community. And your neighbors are doing the work necessary to keep the lights on. The power is in your hands, and the brighter days are here with Our Local Power. Go to ourlocalpower.org for more details.
Hi, and welcome back to the second quarter. It's 23-2. Woodward on top of the Lady Reds. Thessaly Pfeiffer has 2, 4, 6, 8. She has 9 points just in the first quarter, followed by Briley Douglas's 3-pointer. And she got 1 at the line. She has 4 points. Riley Moore has 2 points. And Avery Edwards has 4 as well. So that wraps up the scoring recap for the first quarter. Luckett will get it into Therese. Therese back out to Luckett. Luckett to Edwards. Edwards to Moore. Luckett thought about a 3. She'll think better of it. She'll get it to Therese. Therese fires a 3. Up and good. Jocelyn Therese knocking it down from downtown. She'll get it stolen away from the Lady Reds. It's Thessaly Pfeiffer to Avery Edwards, and Avery Edwards is on the board once again. Here come the Lady Reds the other way. She's going to get fouled by number 23. That's going to be Avery Edwards. She'll pick up her that first foul. She'll pick up her second foul. They'll inbound it, and Jocelyn Therese will quickly wrap up a Lady Red for a foul. That's going to be Therese's second foul. Usually the Boomers are pretty good about staying out of foul trouble. They have a good lead, 28-2. Here come the Lady Reds the other way. Here comes Hester. She'll drive in for two, get it out to Sonaros. She'll shoot a long three. It's off the top of the rim, no good. Lily Luckett and Avery Edwards are racing for the basketball. She'll get it out of Lily Luckett's hand. It'll hit the official's foot. And then they'll call it a jump ball. So it's going to be the Lady Reds ball. Let's see who they give it to here. They'll give it to the Lady Reds. Try to inbound it. She's getting to the 5 count. Stolen away by Thessaly Pfeiffer. She'll get it to Avery Edwards. Edwards back to Pfeiffer for 2, and it's up and good. Here come the Lady Reds the other way. Sonaro, she's making big moves down the court. She'll get swatted away by Lily Luckett, but it turns out to be a foul. At the line, first one is up and good. Second one for the Lady Reds is up and no good. Taken away by Lily Luckett. Rodell, she'll get the ball back, but end up getting a travel, so the Boomers will get the ball. Here comes Avery Edwards. She will set the offense. She'll get it to Lily Luckett. Luckett back to Moore. Moore to Luckett. Pfeiffer now has the ball out of bounds. And they will call it the Tornadoes ball. Here comes the Boomers fast on defense, looking to steal it away. And it's going to go out of bounds because of the pressure that the Boomer defense had. Here come the Boomers the other way with the ball. Here comes Avery Edwards. She'll set the offense. She'll get it to Lily Luckett, who will get it to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer tries to get it to Moore, but it's kind of kicked out of bounds in a way off Riley Moore's foot. No, Rodell's foot. They'll call it Boomer basketball. Here's Riley Moore racing over. She'll inbound it to Avery Edwards. Edwards, the point guard, she'll start the offense. Swatted away by Sonaros. She'll get it to number 1. That's going to be Tawana Hester. And she will go to the line. First one up and no good. It was a 1-and-1 at the line. Boomers basketball, we think. Hester at the line again. First one is up and good. Second one for her is up and good. So Hester finally gets on the board. Here come the Boomers with the ball. They'll get it out to Avery Edwards to Riley Moore. Riley Moore to back to Edwards. Here goes Keely Cope. She'll get the ball. Cope, she'll shoot a three-pointer. Up and no good. Off the top of the rim. Rebound by Sonaros for the Lady Reds. And looks like she might throw it out of bounds, and there's going to be a foul. It's going to be a slap on the arm. Number 13, Thessaly Pfeiffer. And looks like the Boomers are having a little confusion on the court, so they're going to take a timeout. We're going to take one with them. You're listening to Boomer Basketball on Z92.
At HealVets.org, you can learn about our therapeutic craft kits that are free of charge to our veterans. Mainly using recycled and sustainable materials, these kits promote healing and show our veterans that we remember and care about them. Arts and crafts, PTSD, depression, anxiety, and even help relieve pain and improve mobility and fine motor skills. HealVets.org. Sponsored by Help Heal Veterans, helping veterans for over 50 years. HealVets.org.
Like Alana Hester at the line, shooting a 1-and-1 after a foul by Thessaly Pfeiffer. It's not a 1-on-1. She'll get both shots. She misses her first. She's on the second one. It is up and no good. Rebound taken by Riley Moore. Wish I would have kept track on how many rebounds she's had tonight. Boomer defense has been all over the court tonight. Here comes Riley Moore with the ball. She'll drive down the center lane, shoot up and in for two, but it rims out. Here come the Lady Reds on the other side. They're moving quick pace here. Here comes Tawana Hester. She'll step left wing, get it stolen away by Avery Edwards. She has the whole court. She could slam dunk it if she wants, but she won't. She'll go ahead and go for the layup instead. Boomers lead a demanding 32-6. Here comes the Lady Reds. Block shot from Sonaros. Thessaly Pfeiffer got a hand on Sonaros' shot. Blocked it out of bounds, but she drew some contact, and Sonaros is going to go to the line. She's shooting two. Her first one is up and good. Sonaros will get on the board for the first time tonight. Sonaros' second one is up and good. So here comes the Boomers on the other side of the ball. Douglas will get it across the timeline. She'll get it into Riley Moore. Now here comes Douglas. She'll get it out to Cope. Cope left wing, no. Stolen away by Sonaros. She'll set the offense. She'll get it into Tawana Hester. Now back into Rodell. And she's going to get fouled by number 21 here for the Boomers, Douglas Fisher. At the line. Her first one is up and good. Katrina Curtis at the line. She has 3 points. Make that, no, it rims out, would have been 4. but it rims out, and Avery Edwards will take the rebound. She'll get out the top of the key. She'll set the offense to Douglas Fisher. She needs to get it past. She was about to double dribble. She'll get it to Cope, Keely Cope, then back to Avery Edwards. Now back over to Cope. Cope is a transfer from Fargo Gage. Now here comes Sonaro. She'll steal it away. Stolen away by Avery Edwards. She'll slap out of bounds at the last second as Sonaros was trying to drive in the paint for two. Edwards gets her hand on the ball and it'll go out of bounds. Here goes Curtis. She'll get the ball inside. She'll get it to Sonaros. Sonaros back to Curtis. Back to Sonaros. Playing a little bit of catch. Here comes Tawana Hester with the ball. She'll get it back out to number 5. That is going to be Lillian Lime. Lime has the ball. She'll driving in for 2. Up. She airballs it. Good save by Sonaros, but she'll get it to Edwards instead. Keely Cope. She'll fumble it. Here comes Riley Douglas. It's on the floor. Cope has the ball. It'll go through the hands of Lily Luckett. And wow, that was a little bit of a scramble for a ball there on the floor. Here come the Lady Reds. 3:07 left in the first half of this game. Boomers lead it 32-9. Here comes Hester. She'll get it out to Curtis. Curtis, she'll fire a 3. Up and no good off the top of the rim. She'll try for seconds, but she can't get it. And there's going to be a pileup on the floor. A foul on the Lady Reds. Number 3. That is going to be Aislinn Sonaros. She'll pick up her second foul. Lily Luckett will get it into Keely Cope, and she'll start the offense here for the Boomers. Here's Cope. Cope gets it into Douglas. Douglas back out to Lily Luckett. She fires for 3. Up, no good. Rebound, Riley Moore. Riley Moore to Luckett. Luckett to Cope. She'll think better of the 3. She'll get it back out for the Boomers, and it'll be stolen away by Sonaros. Sonaros now, she'll look for Tawana Hester. Here comes Hester. She's at the left wing. No, she'll get it out to Curtis. Curtis back to Hester. Hester to Lime. Lime to Curtis for 2. Up, no good. And it's going to go out of bounds off the fingertips of Riley Moore. We'll have a sub here. Bagwell is going to be coming out along with Hester. Who comes in is going to be number 0, Daniela Redshin. Lady Reds will throw the ball out of bounds, and the possession is going to go to Woodward here. Here comes Keely Cope with the ball. She'll get across the timeline. She'll get it into number 33 there for the Boomers. She'll get it up and in for 2. It's good. Now here come the Lady Reds on the other side. Katrina Curtis, she'll fire up and away for 3. She airballs it. It's no good. Boomer basketball. Let's see what we got here. Some commotion. Officials talking, and here we go. Now here comes Keely Cope. She'll get it across the timeline here for the Boomers. Crossed half court. She'll get it into Riley Moore. Almost double dribbled. She'll get it into number 5. That's Lexi Mendel. She'll try to shoot for 2. Up and no good. Riley Moore, number 22. She'll slap it out of bounds. Here comes the Lady Reds after Riley Moore swats it out of bounds. She got double teamed quickly by Keely Cope and Riley Moore. Keely Cope all over her from the help of Lily Luckett. She'll steal it away. She'll try to set the offense. It's going to go through the hands of Ibarra for the Boomers. And it's going to go out of bounds. Nine to 34, 49.4 seconds left to go in this first half of basketball. Boomers controlling the Lady Reds. Here come the Lady Reds, though, finding some passing games here, but there's going to be a foul on the Boomers. It's going to be on number 33, Michaela Ibarra. At the line for two. It's going to be number 10, Allie Rodell. First one up and good. Second one up and no good. So here come the Boomers. Lily Luckett. She'll take it out. She'll get it into Keely Cope. Back to Riley Moore. Riley Moore to Lily Luckett. Lily Luckett to Ibarra. She'll get it swatted away. Riley Moore tries to pick up the rebound, but she can't, and it'll go to Lady Reds. And here comes Clinton. Lady Reds are going to get over to Juana Hester. She'll get it into Sonaro. She'll body up for two. Up and no good. Off the top of the glass. And it's going to be to Lily Luckett. And that is going to be the end of the second quarter, end of the first half. The Boomers lead it 34-10 here at Clinton. You're listening to Boomer Basketball on Z92.
Electric utilities give you and your community the control, the investment, and the reliability you deserve. You have a voice in the decisions about the electrical grid. A percentage of every power bill is reinvested into your community, and your neighbors are doing the work necessary to keep the lights on. Power is in your hands, and brighter days are here with Our Local Power. Go to ourlocalpower.org for more details.
On the field and live, great coverage keeps you on the winning team. Call Caleb Roach at Roach Farmers Agency for personalized insurance service. The Roach Agency says, go Boomers!
Underwritten by Farmers, Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state. Dr. Christy Mosley at Main Street Vision Clinic is a family practice providing glaucoma and cataract management, contact lenses, designer frames, plus 1 hour service on most single vision glasses. Call 254-5060 or stop by 1602 9th Street in Woodward.
For the past 57 years, Klein Mechanical has served Woodward and Northwest Oklahoma for all your residential or commercial needs, including plumbing, HVAC, electrical, and construction. One call does it all. Klein Mechanical, 1401 Main Street, or give them a call at 256-5014. Good luck, Boomers. People investing in people. That's what they're all about at Great Plains Bank, because life isn't a transaction, it's a journey, and on that journey, we're greater together. Great Plains Bank has locations in your local area because they're here to serve you. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Roxanne Watson is on a mission to have more people sign up as organ, eye, and tissue donors. What drives her? Roxanne received a heart transplant made possible by an organ donor.
I decided that day to devote myself to signing up the most people in the United States. That's my goal.
Now she's a powerful force for good. What could you make possible as an organ, eye, and tissue donor? Leave behind the gift of life. Go to organdonor.gov. U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Health Resources and Services Administration.
Welcome back. From the Lady Reds, not much scoring on the side for Clinton High School, as Aislinn Sonaros has 2 points, Allie Rodell has 1, Katrina Curtis has 3, and Zaida Bagwell has 1. You take a look on the girls' side, Thessaly Pfeiffer has 13 points, Jocelyn Therese has 6, Briley Douglas has 4, Riley Moore has 2, Avery Edwards has 4. And that kind of wraps up the scoring here for the Boomers. Taking a look at kind kind of how the scoring break went down for the Boomers. They had, I don't know, probably a good 10 to 20 steals just in the first quarter. They wrap it up in the end of the second quarter with the same situation. Clinton could not get nothing going offensively and could really just not get anything started. It was Avery Edwards and Thessaly Pfeiffer getting both of them in there for a bunch of steals and a bunch of rebounds. Thessaly Pfeiffer taking it to the glass and really getting most of her points from the paint. Jocelyn Therese, although she shot a couple of threes and made a couple, she hasn't had much success inside the paint, as she has tried to get a couple points inside the paint. Up for two, no good. Riley Moore, she's being aggressive as usual, as we see her really getting in there and bodying up against some girls that are bigger of her size, but Riley Moore is making it work. When we come back, we'll talk about the keys to the second half and what the Boomers have to do to, well, keep this lead. It's 34-10 at the Dairy Queen halftime show. You're listening to Boomer Basketball on Z92.
Once again, and there's nothing like the assurance of knowing that you can drive with confidence in any weather condition. From October 3rd to December 19th, get up to $100 mailing rebate when you purchase a set of 4 Michelin tires. Don't wait. Warm up now to our winter savings. Visit the tire experts at High Plains Tire, 2220 Main Street in Woodward. Certain conditions apply with your dealer or Michelin.ca for details. Craving a classic patty? Well, there's one place that can satisfy your hunger with 100% beef at a price you can't beat. Get your DQ fix today. The corner of 13th and Main, the home of Woodward's very own Dairy Queen, with drive-through, curbside delivery, or call-in orders available. All of the right ways to get your DQ fix today. Check out the Facebook page for updated specials and call 580-256-2397 to place an order. Open Monday through Thursday from 10 to 9 and 10 to 10 on Friday and Saturday. Call 580-256-2397 to get your DQ fix today.
These are real stories of speech-language pathologists and the people they helped. He was in his 30s, 55 and far from home.
15 years old with multiple disabilities.
It was a traumatic brain injury. He's bilingual but lost his English after the stroke.
Simple surgeries led to his swallowing disorder.
His goal was to get back to work. I used French during therapy.
Others almost gave up on the goal from eating.
Oh, he was dedicated. Together, we built his life back.
Social interaction was the key to helping him.
And he made it back to work.
Malik, his Spanish cheer.
Everyone has the right to communicate. And later, he was able to travel across the world to his family. Are you or someone you know experiencing a speech, language, or swallowing disorder? An ASHA certified speech-language pathologist can help. Visit us at asha.org/public.
Back to alongside one of my fellow teachers and Boomer TV, Chris Godwin. Happy to have you here.
It's great to be on.
Got to have a little bit of experience as he kind of taught me the ropes of kind of how to be a commentator and how Boomer TV works, and he's the one that really got me into Boomer TV, and here I am now speaking on Z92 with you. I mean, it's amazing. Boomers are up 34-10.
Yeah, I mean, first and foremost, now I'm on your show, so turning the page there. Yeah, 34-10 is it's a great start to a long season. So.
And you talk about, you know, the success that they had last season, going 18-9 for the Boomers on the girls' side. You don't have players like Macy Porter or Giselle Hagemeyer, Faith O'Hanley, but yet the Boomers have continued to put down is everything they have, it seems like, in a way, and come out here and open up a 24-point lead on the Lady Reds. What are the Reds going to have to do to overcome Avery Edwards, Thessaly Pfeiffer, Riley Moore, you know, all those key players? What are they going to have to do to stop them or even get close to coming back?
Well, I don't think that the word is stop. I don't think that they have the capability of doing that tonight. You have too much energy with Avery Edwards and Thessaly Pfeiffer. Thessaly's pretty clinical at when she's around the basket. She finds a way to just put it in there, no matter the angle, no matter you know how much she's being challenged. She finds a way to put it in the net. And, you know, with Avery, her work rate and her ability to anticipate plays, break things up has really paid off to kind of assist and getting this 24-point lead.
I'm going to talk about Jocelyn Therese here. We haven't got to see much of her last season as she had that ACL injury. She comes back to this game. She seems like she's pretty healthy. She has a couple good shots off. Not making the best of the three-point shots at the moment because she has been tightly guarded by Sonaros. That's a familiar name, as she had the brother Caden Sonaros that played a couple years ago here and was just a absolute beast on the court. And then you have some players that we haven't got to see on the court tonight, like Haley Drew. Haven't got to see her yet. I think this is her first year playing varsity basketball. She's wearing the number 1 jersey. We have a transfer student from Fargo Gage, Keely Cope. Seen a little bit of her tonight. She seems like she really knows how to pass the ball around, swing it around for the Boomers. She's just done a really good job tonight from what I've seen of her. Avery Edwards, her energy, like you were just talking about, is absolutely insane. The way that she just picks off the ball, drives it up to Thessaly Pfeiffer, or she's passing it out. Really good there for the Boomers, getting a lot of fast break points, and I think that is why they have a 24-point lead over the Lady Reds. Other players like Lily Luckett have been in the mix, getting some really good passes around, really finding open targets for Thessaly Pfeiffer tonight. She has been on the court just destroying inside the paint, which we love to see because that is usually what Thessaly does best. Then we have Riley Moore. She is good on the defensive side and has really been aggressive towards the rebounding side as well. Got to see a little bit of Lexi Mendel. Didn't get to see a whole lot of her as they're putting in their starters, trying to build up this lead here for Woodward. And now I think we have getting the players back on the court, and I think we're about to get underway here in the third quarter. Start of the third quarter, Boomers still on top as usual, 34-10. Avery Edwards is going to inbound the ball to Jocelyn Therese. Therese was going to set the offense. She'll go left wing to Avery Edwards. She'll step back, get over to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer to Douglas. Douglas to Therese, and she'll get it stolen away by number 13. That is going to be Zaida Bagwell.
Yeah, and I think going into halftime, Coach Moore probably discussed a little bit of controlling the basketball. You know, they are up 24 points, but silly turnovers, silly challenges to turn the ball over to the Clinton Reds.
And that is just, you know, as you say, the way that this basketball team is coached is very well, and they want to have minimal mistakes as possible, because those mistakes, if you minimize them, that sets you up for success in the long run towards, you know, maybe the playoff season or you know what they have coming ahead of them. We want as many minimal mistakes as possible. Here come the Lady Reds. Going to be number 13, Bagwell. She'll get over to Sonaros. Sonaros is going to go inside. Number 10, Allie Rodell for 2. On the other side of the floor, Thessaly Pfeiffer racing up and in for 2, and she can't get it, and she's going to go to the line.
I know betting in high school is probably frowned upon, but if I was to put $1 down on anything, I would say that Thessaly's going to drive in and draw a foul every time she's got the ball.
I mean, it's just Thessaly Pfeiffer that's what she's kind of meant to do, folks. You go up against this girl, and you got a lot on your table to put up with. Thessaly Pfeiffer gets it up and in, and she knocks down both of them as the Boomers extend their lead 36-12. Here comes Tawana Hester getting double teamed by Douglas and Edwards. And the Lady Reds will try to shoot up for two as Rodell, but can't get anything on the other side. Here comes Avery Edwards. She's moving quick with the ball. Jocelyn Therese will go around the top of the key to get it started left wing. Here comes Edwards. Edwards gets it into Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer throws out to Therese. Therese fires for three. Bang! She gets it.
A little bit of energy shooting that right in front of your bench.
Man, it sure does pump up the crowd and us as well. Gonna have a 30-second timeout, but we're gonna stay here. Avery Edwards, just like you said, stops and pops and looks like she's gonna shoot for two, but swings the ball to Jocelyn Therese, knocks down the three. You know, we talked about her trying to knock down a couple threes, and she finally got one there, kind of heating herself up.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about timing. You got to get comfortable into the game, and you know, you take 30 shots, a couple of them might go in. So it's all about finding that rhythm, and hey, maybe she's heating up.
And as once a famous basketball player said, you miss 100% of the shots that you do not take. And I have found that out to be very true. Here comes number 13 for the Lady Reds. That's going to be Bagwell. Bagwell gets it stolen away by Edwards. Here comes Pfeiffer, up and in for two. And Chris, I think you called that one on Pfeiffer once again. She just drives up and in and makes it look like it's nothing.
Yeah, another anticipated steal by Avery Edwards.
And it looks like we got a push here on number 21. That is going to be Briley Douglas. She is going to pick up her second foul tonight.
I think as the season goes on, Briley's going to find a little bit better opportunity to stay out of foul trouble as she gets more comfortable within the game. It will be a season-long journey for her, but she'll be able to tame it in.
Thessaly Pfeiffer pops it, locks it in for two, and man, she is on fire. And yeah, you know, and it may be, you know, just first game jitters, like first week into basketball, you know, you're getting to that rhythm of actually playing a team. That may go along with it, but as time goes on, like you said, you know, the coaching will get to her and she will become a better player. And she has proven a lot, I mean, over the last season, starting as a freshman in some games. I mean, that's a pretty big role. Just like you take a look last year, Cass Shipley, the same way.
Yeah, she's young, and the way that she uses her game is it's all physical. So she tries to use a little bit of the physical presence to intercept things, and sometimes that gets you in foul trouble here in basketball. Use a little bit of her soccer ability and knowledge. Tries to transfer it.
I mean, she's definitely an all-around athlete. As we got a foul on maybe Douglas. Let's see. It looks like we got Avery Edwards on the foul. Yep, it's going to be her third foul for Avery Edwards. It's not what we like to see early on, as we know, as she is a very good defensive player. Cenarios is going to knock it out of bounds of her fingertips, but they're going to say it was off of Riley Moores. Here come the Lady Reds to inbound. Rodell is looking for someone, excuse me, that's Bagwell. Bagwell, she throws it and it goes off of the top of the glass. She tried to throw a little high and, well, caught her off guard.
Yeah, that's unfortunate right there. I mean, she's trying to make something out of nothing. There's not a whole lot of movement on the Clinton side.
Couldn't have been said better. Douglas fires for three up and it rims out. Oh, good. So here comes the Lady Reds back on the offense. You'll have Bagwell. Bagwell guarded by Edwards. She'll get stopped, go over to number 5. That's going to be Lillian Lime, guarded by Edwards. Now back over to Bagwell. She'll get double teamed by Therese, and Edwards gets out of it as she gives it to Lime. Lime gets it out to Rodell. It's poked out of bounds, and it's going to stay here with the Lady Reds. Seems like the Lady Reds have just got nothing offensively really started for them yet. And here comes Thessaly Pfeiffer driving down the lane, up and good for two.
Those are the ones that kind of haunt you because you know you're all by yourself, and you just hope that when you lay it off the finger roll, it happens find the net.
I mean, Pfeiffer, it just seems like every time that happens, she has an open lane up and in for 2.
Practice, 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 practice.
They say practice makes perfect, and tonight it's definitely shown. 45-12, 3:51 left to go in the third quarter. The Boomers are just really giving the Lady Reds a show tonight. Here's going to be Hester. She's going to find number 30 here for the Reds. Alana Hester. She'll get it out to Tawana Hester, her sister, I think. I'm guessing that's going to be a sister relationship. She'll shoot for 2 up and no good off the top of the glass. Riley Moore, she'll take it. Here comes Avery Edwards, kind of stealing Thessaly Pfeiffer's move there, and she gets it up and in for 3.
Transition points are good. I mean, we keep stacking every time we have the ball.
Avery Edwards, she'll break loose again, up and, off the top of the glass. She won't foul. She almost gets it stolen back, but here come the Lady Reds on the other side. Lillian Lime with the ball guarded by Edwards. Here goes Lime. Lime, she'll get it out to Bagwell. She'll lose it, get trapped by Therese, but she'll get it down to Rodell, who gets it up and in for 2. Here come the Boomers on the other side. Quick was Douglas, but she couldn't get anything. So here come the Lady Reds on the other side. It's going to be Rodell. She'll get it out to Tawana Hester. And we're going to take a timeout. It's 47-14. The Boomers on top of the Lady Reds. You're listening to Boomer Basketball on Z92.
Have you memorized every public restroom on your way to work? Sat through too many meetings with horrible stomach pain? Is no energy your new normal? It's time to spill your guts. Urgent diarrhea, chronic stomach pain, and extreme fatigue can be signs of Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis. The Crohn's and Colitis Foundation can help you learn more and even find a specialist. Don't keep your symptoms to yourself. Get help today at spillyourguts.org. That's spillyourguts.org.
Welcome back. Alongside 47-14 with 2:18 left to go in the third quarter. Here come the Lady Reds on offense. She'll get it out to Hester. Tawana Hester, and she'll get out to Lime, Lillian Lime. Out for 3 is Rodell. She can't get anything to go, but Lime will get it back out to Rodell. She thought about the 3. She'll think better of it. Tipped out of bounds and swatted from the hands of Riley Douglas as she was trying to get a hand on it. Good defense here by the Boomers. Lady Reds go quick. Tawana Hester gets it out to Lime. Lime back out to Curtis. Curtis back out to Lime, gets it to Rodell, back to Curtis, and it goes out of bounds. Luckett will get it into Cope. Here comes Keely Cope. She'll try to start the offense here for the Boomers. She'll get it out to Luckett. Luckett to Therese. Therese to Douglas. Douglas to Cope, left wing. Moore tries to shoot in for 2, can't get nothing. She gets it swatted out of her hands, and here comes Curtis on the pass break. She'll try to get out to Lillian Lime, who gets it over to Hester. Hester shoots for a deep 3, but she can't get it. She'll get her own rebound. She'll shoot from the 3-throw line, get swatted by Therese. It's on the floor. Who has it? It is going to be a jump ball. Inbounded is going to be number 11. That's going to be Curtis. Katrina Curtis, she'll get it out to Lime. Lime guarded closely by Therese, and I think she's going to pick up a foul. Gets a little too handsy in there.
That picks up the 3rd team foul, and unfortunately for Therese, she's now gathered up 4 for herself.
getting into a little bit of early foul trouble that, you know, she's missed an entire season of basketball, so maybe trying to get everything back in the head for her. But she's putting on quite a show here for the Boomers. Here come the Lady Reds. Hester, she'll get it into Curtis to Lime. Lime, she'll be looking for someone. That's going to be Curtis. Curtis to Sonaros. Here comes Sonaros. She'll shoot a deep three. No good. Douglas on the rebound. She'll get it into Keely Cope. Cope trying to find her first Boomer points, or her first points as a Woodward Boomer. Here comes Luckett. Luckett into Cope. No, that is Moore. Lore into Mendel. Mendel can't get it. It's on the floor again. Maybe a jump ball. What do we got here? Still fighting on the ground, and jump ball. I think it's going to be Woodward's ball as Riley Moore will inbound it. There's Moore giving directions to Mendel. She'll try to get up, but the Lady Reds will steal it. That's Katrina Curtis. She'll drive down the line, gets it batted away and stolen by Keely Cope. And there's a foul going the other way. Foul is going to be on Katrina Curtis. That's her third. Here comes Keely Cope. She's got 20 seconds left to go in this third quarter. Here's Douglas. Douglas to Mendel. Mendel to Cope. Cope to Mendel. Mendel now, she's looking for something, but she's traveling with it.
Yeah, we're starting to see a little bit of youth, I guess.
Yeah,
youth play.
Just substitution, since Woodward has still taking control of this 47-14 lead.
Just a couple silly errors, you know, turnovers on passes, and right there just having to travel. But you know, game experience is everything, so it's good to have this lead, so that way we can get some of these younger players in and get them comfortable before the season gets too deep.
There's going to be 2.6 seconds here left to go in this third quarter. Here comes Keely Cope on defense. Rodell will get it into Hester, and that's going to be the end of the third quarter. We got one more quarter of basketball to go on the girls' side, then we'll flip it over to the boys. But for now, this is Boomer Basketball on Z92.
Oklahoma's public-owned electric utilities give you and your community the control, the investment, and the reliability you deserve. You have a voice in the decisions about the electrical grid. A percentage of every power bill is reinvested into your community. And your neighbors are doing the work necessary to keep the lights on. Power is in your hands, and brighter days are here. With Our Local Power. Go to ourlocalpower.org for more details.
Ready for your winter driving adventure? From October 3rd to December 19th, get a mail-in rebate up to $100 when you buy a set of 4 PF Goodrich tires, designed for all your driving adventures. So, go on! Visit the experts at Heidi's Tire, 2220 Main Street in Woodward. Certain conditions apply. Visit your dealer or bfgoodrich.ca for details.
Welcome back to girls in the fourth quarter, starting out 47-14. Boomers taking control really in the first quarter, and has lead to a pretty good margin lead here for the Boomers, as they are just really taking control and haven't let up from there. I'm gonna see Mendel. She'll have the ball. She'll get it out to Luckett. Luckett. She'll get it out to Cope. Cope thought about the three. She'll think better of it. Get it back out to Mendel. Mendel will now go back to Douglas. Douglas gets it into Moore. It's going to be off the top of the head of number 10. That's going to be Allie Rodell, and it's going to go out of bounds. Here's Moore. She'll throw it in to Mendel. She'll shoot a three. Up and good.
That was a good play. Quick recognition from Mendel to get out there on the edge quickly while no defender was going to mark up with her. Give her that minute to set up and shoot.
And here comes Lily Luckett on the fast break. She'll try to get something for a layup, but can't. So Keely Cope is going to be her rebound, and she will get up and good for 2 as she scores her first points as a Woodward Boomer. Now here come Lady Reds. It's going to be Sonaro. She'll get it into Hester. Hester to Rodell. Rodell back to Hester. Hester trapped, but she'll try to shoot for 2. And that's going to be no good, they say, and she's traveling. Too many mistakes here for the Tornado offense just to get anything going. 52-14, 6:23 left to go in the fourth quarter. Boomers on top. Here's Luckett. Luckett to Cope. Cope, she'll go right wing, then she'll get it out to Mendel at the top of the key to Douglas, to Luckett at the left wing. She'll try to get it to Moore in the paint. Luckett fires for 3. She can't get it to go. On the putback is Douglas Fisher up and good.
I think that's what they're going to look to get out of her throughout the season, is use that body to kind of box out and get those offensive rebounds so you can have a putback shot.
Lady Reds starting on the offense. Here comes Sonaro. She'll drive the center lane up for 2. Can't get nothing. Riley Moore she'll get aggressive enough and she'll take it. She'll drive down the left baseline. Here comes Douglas on the pickup after it falls out of Riley Moore's hands, and it's going to go out of bounds off of the fingertips of Douglas Fisher. Got some players being moved out, subbed in and out. Riley Moore is going to take a break. Here come Lady Reds. Bagwell looks like she almost traveled with it. Keely Cope, she's going to get aggressive with it, and that is going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow to Woodward. They're gonna got a little bit of officiating problem here. They're gonna try to sort something out. So got some things going on with the officiating crew. Who's got the ball? We don't know. Let's see what they're gonna do here. They're gonna put Woodward as the ball. They say maybe it went out of bounds on someone. What do we got going on here? Woodward ball?
I think that's all we can sum up after that 3-minute delay. So
really nothing you could see down there. It was just a kind of a quiet conversation. Here's gonna be Keely Cope, left wing. She'll try to find Mendel. Mendel will get it out towards the right side, and that's going to be Lily Luckett. Back to Cope. Cope fires for 3, no good off the top. On the rebound is going to be Douglas Fisher. She puts it up immediately after the rebound, and that's how you draw contact.
Yeah, she's aware of, you know, the bodies and the hands and the arms and everything going in right there. So she just grabs the ball, offers a shot, and earns her a couple opportunities at the line.
Fisher on the first shot, no good. Oh, go in and out. Second shot, Douglas goes off the top of the rim. Rebound taken by number 5, Lillian Line. And here comes Daniela Redshin, stolen away by Cope. Cope, she'll try to go for 2, and Cope draws the contact. She's going to the line. Seen some good flashes from what we really don't know a whole lot about of Keely Cope. We just know she's a transfer student. She is really kind of been aggressive here for the Boomers from what we've seen of her. She's got a good 3-point shot here for the Boomers. And that's all we have here for Cope. She actually has a 2 and a 3. She has 5 points in the game. Her second one's no good. Lady Reds will start on the offense. The ball is being tossed around in and out. Cope ends up with it. Cope almost gets it stolen away. She'll get it to Mendel. Lily Luckett ends up with it. She'll pass it out. Lily Luckett back with it. She'll get it to Mendel. Mendel to number 11 here for the Boomers. Gets it back out to Keely Cope. Keely Cope to Lily Luckett. Now we're playing keep away. 4:01 left to go in the third quarter. And here's Lily Luckett back to Cope. Cope fires for 3 up off the top of the glass on the right side. No good. And there's going to be a hole on the arm on the Lady Reds. And looks like we might go to the line for 2. No.
Number 11 out there, that looks like Chloe Clements.
Chloe Clements?
Yes.
Here's Mendel. She'll shoot a 3 at the top of the key. Up and good.
Nice shot. That's a boost of confidence right there. Yeah, Chloe, she turned out to be a star runner for the cross country team on the girls' side, earning her trip to state and even to an all-star meet, breaking the girls' 5K record.
And hey, that is very impressive because you're a freshman. Not many freshmen are able to do that.
I believe the previous record was set by Melody Brown back in maybe 2017. Don't check me on that, but Chloe was able to earn a high credit off of her first year in high school.
These kids here for Woodward that have come up in the last 2 years, no matter what sport it seems like you're doing. The cross country team, I mean, you've coached that. That was a bunch of great kids running, and all these kids coming up now are just breaking records and going to state, making appearances. It's good for the program.
Yeah, it's definitely grown. Carrie Custer's done a great job with them, and has been able to gather quite a bit of runners, which makes competitive and makes practices a little bit more competitive, which helps these runners get better times. Now looking at that record, that I have that information in front of me, Chloe Clements has the 5K record for 20 minutes and 59 seconds. The previous record was set by Melody Brown in 2017, with her record being 21:20. So Chloe was able to beat that just by 21 seconds. It's pretty impressive whenever you think about aerobic exercise and how long a second actually is whenever you're competing at that.
Lady Reds, they'll shoot a 3 off the top of the glass. No good. 2:50 left to go. The Woodward Boomers are on top, 57-19. Here come the Lady Reds. Here, now we got another officiating problem. Who's got the ball here? Now we're going to take a timeout. We'll take one with them. This is Boomer Basketball on Z92.
Did you know that the coronavirus can damage the inner ear, leading to chronic dizziness and tinnitus, which is a constant ringing or buzzing noise? But there's hope. For help and more information, call 800-837-8428 or visit liferebalanced.org and discover a life rebalanced. That's 800-837-8428 or liferebalanced.org. Sponsored by the Vestibular Disorders Association.
Alongside Chris Godwin, Woodward Boomers on the girls' side, 2:50 left to go in the fourth quarter, up 57-19 over the Lady Reds. As they'll inbound the ball here. They'll get it out to Hester. Hester on the right wing. She can't get anything going. She'll pass it out to her sister, Tawana Hester. Back out to Hester again, back to her sister. Back and forth, a little sisterly love. She'll get it out to Rodell for 3, up and good. Here comes the Boomers on the other side. We'll get it stolen away by Sonaros. So here comes Alana Hester. She'll get it out to Tawana Hester, who gets it out to Rodell, who gets it out to Bagwell. Here comes Bagwell. She'll get it to Alana Hester. Hester almost gets it stolen away by Cope, but gets it out to Tawana Hester, who gets it to Bagwell for 3. It's no good. Was trying to save it was number 2 for the Boomers. That's going to be Michaela Stinnett. You get to see some action from the young ones now, as the starters have kind of controlled this game and are now going to watch the young ones finish it off.
And this is what you want to get to as a coach, and granted, let's all applaud Lacey Moore in her first game of being head coach for the Lady Boomers. She's found her way into a healthy lead. What is that, 35 points? Allows these young ones to get on film and learn from their game experience in a varsity match.
As her first game, as you said, and first season as the Woodward head coach, a 35-point lead is kind of, it's pretty impressive for your first game as a coach. And what we thought that this Clinton team might have been a struggle here for the Boomers. The Boomers have taken care of it, I'd say, pretty well.
Yeah, I think you know, as the game gets closer to the end, I think Coach Moore is going to be happy for the night. She's going to be satisfied with some things, and then she's already got something on her board, I'm sure, in terms of, you know, cleaning up some petty turnovers and whatnot. But what I hear most about from these girls is their conditioning under Coach Moore. They all run. So. You know, whether that played a part in tonight's victory or not, the girls have a lot to be proud of to start the season off with such a big win.
Here comes number 2, Michaela Stinnett. She'll try to get it out to number 33, Michaela Ibarra, but it goes out of bounds, and the Reds will take possession.
I believe it's just pronounced Michelle.
Michelle?
I believe.
On the steal is going to be number 5, Lexi Mendel. She gets it stolen away by number 5, Lillian Line. She'll shoot a deep 3, but can't get it. It's an air ball. She'll bring it back out. She'll pass it out to Line. She'll be guarded by Cope. She'll get it to Bagwell for 2, but it's no good. And there's going to be 1 second on the dot left to go in this fourth quarter, and the Boomers are going to take the win 57-22. I mean, this Boomer basketball team, as a season opener, taking it pretty good. This is Boomer basketball on Z92.
To winter once again, and there's nothing like the assurance of knowing that you can drive with confidence in any weather condition. From October 3rd to December 19th, get up to $100 mail-in rebate when you purchase a set of 4 Michelin tires. Don't wait. Warm up now to our winter savings. Visit the tire experts at High Plains Tire, 2220 Main Street in Woodward. Certain conditions apply. Visit your dealer or Michelin.ca for details.
Oklahoma's public line and electric utilities give you and your community the control, the investment, and the reliability you deserve. You have a voice in the decisions about the electrical grid. A percentage of every power bill is reinvested into your community, and your neighbors are doing the work necessary to keep the lights on. The power is in your hands, and brighter days are here with Our Local Power. Go to ourlocalpower.org for more details.
These are real stories of audiologists and the people they helped.
She was such an adorable 5-year-old.
I saw her at 73.
Baby was just a tiny 6-month-old. Nobody else had concerns.
She wasn't participating and slept mostly.
Unaddressed hearing issues in babies can affect them for life. Her mom listened to her gut and brought her in to see me.
They assumed the reason was her dementia.
So I fed the little guy with a hearing aid. Mom was right. Her daughter couldn't hear high frequencies.
I found instead it was a profound hearing loss.
And after helping her, educationally she just took off. He's 5 and doing so well.
Everyone has the right to communicate.
She's participating in life again.
Are you or someone you know having difficulties with hearing or balance? An ASHA certified audiologist can help. Visit us at asha.org/public.
Chris Godwin. Let's take a look at some of the stats for the Boomers in this game. You have Thessaly Pfeiffer, who really didn't play much the fourth quarter or the third quarter. Maybe just a little bit of the third. She scores 2 points in the third quarter and ends with 22 points tonight. You take a look at Lexi Mendel. She didn't get much playing time, but she comes up with 2 good 3-pointers. She'll end the game with 6 points. Keely Cope, she'll end with 5. Jocelyn Therese, she'll get 8 points tonight. Briley Douglas, much on the rebound and good defense tonight. She'll earn 6 points. Riley Moore, she had a very good and aggressive night tonight. She'll end it with 4 points. Avery Edwards, she'll end it with 6. And that wraps up the scoring for the Boomers. You go on the other side of the ball, and it really wasn't much. Alana Hester only had 4 points. Katrina Curtis had 3. Ali Rodell had 7. Asilin Sonaros had 3. Tawana Hester had 6. And that wraps up for the stats. Give that a few thoughts and how the game went, Godwin. I mean, the Boomers played, I'd say, exceptionally well for the first game under Lacey Moore.
They did, and you know, I would say that in that first quarter kind of set the tone for the rest of the match, and on both sides, you know, for the Boomers and for the Clinton Tornadoes. I really think that Clinton wasn't prepared for the amount of pressure that they were going to get, and the consistent pressure where, you know, Thessaly and Avery just all over them tonight, whether it was on their side of the court or in the defensive side of the court. So, you know, the pressure really got to the Clinton Tornadoes, and I think that we were able to capitalize on it.
And with that said, we will take another break. We'll come up with the boys' side of basketball as we get underway for their pregame. One last score, one final time, 57-22. The Boomer girls open with win column Boomers. This is Boomer basketball on Z92.
Are you ready for your winter driving adventure? From October 3rd to December 19th, get a mail-in rebate up to $100 when you buy a set of 4 PF Goodrich tires, designed for all your driving adventures. So, go on! Visit the experts at High Plains Tire. 2220 Main Street in Woodward. Certain conditions apply. Visit your PowerCoach.ca for details.
Experts say it takes 10,000 hours to master a skill, but you don't have to be a master to get started. At High Plains Technology Center, our hands-on training gets you on the right track right now. With dozens of programs to fit your future. It takes hard work to turn a hobby into your hire. So get to it. Your success story is a lot closer than you think. High Plains Technology Center, powered by Career Tech.
Oklahoma's publicly owned electric utilities give you and your community the control, the investment, and the reliability you deserve. You have a voice in the decisions about the electrical grid. A percentage of every power bill is reinvested into your community, and your neighbors are doing the work necessary to keep the lights on. Power is in your hands, and brighter days are here with Our Local Power. Go to ourlocalpower.org for more details.
There are places with people in this world that are without any hope. That is, until Mercy Ships arrives. Mercy Ships is a place restoring sight to the blind, help to the outcast, and love to the brokenhearted. Mercy Ships brings love to the lost and forgotten. To learn more, go to mercyships.org.
Welcome back to and let's take a look at this boys side of the matchup. I mean, I personally like the boys side just a little bit more, only because they have one player in particular that I want to talk about, Cash Shipley. Cash Shipley has, we kind of talked about him earlier in the girls' pregame to fill a little time. He's Cash Shipley. I mean, it's kind of hard to explain. He during the summer was playing in the summer league with a couple of guys from Weatherford, including C.J. Nixon, the Weatherford All-Star football player. He's an all-star basketball player as well. Won a national championship with Cash Shipley during the summer in Oklahoma City. And I think around the United States, he played different teams. I mean, this kid has an absolute arm for a three-pointer. He can really read the defense well. And they started him at the Chisholm Wheat Capital in that tournament. And from there, Cash Shipley has really just evolved into one of our primary starters, the main guy that we talk about now. But you got to take a look at the other side of this offense. There's some really good starters there for the Boomers too, like Kyle Martin. I mean, you have guys now like Caden Reed that have kind of stepped up in a way. Mason Boring down there playing some basketball. You have Luis Corral, Hunter Mosley, and a couple other guys here. Let's see who we have. You got Caleb Luthi at guard position for junior, but he won't be starting. Then you have number 1, Talon Laird. He's a senior. He's also a guard. Carter Reed, he's a senior. Connor Price, he's a senior. Number 4, Caden Reed, he's a senior as well. Number 5, Sam Cheap. Number 12, Kyle Martin. That's going to be another name you're going to want to see. Number 21, Cash Shipley. He's a sophomore. He's going to be one of the main guys we're going to talk about tonight. Number 22, Mason Boren. Number 24, Joshua Hagemeyer. Number 23, Ethan Neal. Number 15, Hunter Mosley. Number 33, Isaiah Washington. Number 35, Connor Sutherland. And number 44, Luis Corral. Head coach, Darius Roper. Assistant coaches, Caden Corneli. That has just played basketball for Woodward just 2 years ago, as they had a good run. And another coach, or former coach, that just about a month ago or so, Rick Smith passed away. He was a helper for the assistant coach for the boys basketball team. Brought a lot of skillful and learning, but unfortunately he is no longer with us tonight. Boomer basketball boys about to get tipped off. We'll take one more break. You're listening to Boomer basketball on Z92.
I'm a wife and the mother of 2 kids. I've got a good job. Hey, Mom, Pam. A good job. Because of my family and my job, I don't really care about this neighborhood. It's a good neighborhood. Yes, there's some crime. And when I drive to work, like now, I realize that some people here don't trust the police. So the police should be reaching out to this community, and this community should reach out to the police. That's the way to make this a safer place. And when I get to work in the precinct house and put on my uniform, I can tell you, as a police officer, that this department is reaching out to the community, and the community is doing its part. We're building partnerships. This should be happening everywhere. This is how we can all be safer. Get involved. Start the conversation.
Start the conversation and help stop crime. To learn the fine things you can do, go to ncpc.org/prevent violent crime. A message from the National Crime Prevention Council and the Bureau of Justice Assistance.
Vision loss is not something that you feel until it happens. Most people lose their vision from diseases like macular degeneration and glaucoma, not at birth. With macular degeneration, you lose your central vision.
You have a blind spot right in the center of your face, so I can't actually see your face.
So even that little circle in which I could see became a big blur.
I was 65 when I first was diagnosed with glaucoma.
There were no symptoms. I had no headaches.
3 million Americans have glaucoma, and half don't even know it.
11 million people in the United States have macular degeneration.
You lose mobility, independence, changes your entire life.
So many eye disorders can be treated if caught early.
My husband tells me that I have beautiful brown eyes, and I don't want to lose that.
Make a plan today to get your eyes checked.
Visit brightfocus.org to learn more.
Back to Boomer basketball. Chris Godwin as the Boomers are about to tip off here in the Dome at Clinton. Your starters for Woodward is going to be Caden Reed, Kyle Martin, Cash Shipley, Hunter Mosley, and Carter Reed. And here's the tip. Clinton is going to start out with the ball. Here's going to be the roster for Clinton. Number 21 is going to be Aiden Crumley. He's 6'1". That is the younger brother of Jackson and Harrison Crumley, the twins that we have seen. We're going to go fast pace here. Hunter Mosley is going to get out to Caden Reed. Caden Reed guarded by number 2, Jeremiah Barker, the fast football player that we have seen as the running back. Here's Carter Reed. He gets it to Caden Reed. Caden Reed will get it to Kyle Martin. Martin to Carter. Carter to Cash Shipley. Back to Carter Reed to Caden Reed to Hunter Mosley. He'll shoot for 2. Up and no good. Cash Shipley trying to get the rebound. He'll get it out to Carter Reed. He'll shoot inside the paint for 2. He can't get it to go, but there is Hunter Mosley on the rebound. Caden Reed, he'll try to do a little bit of a Kyrie move type of NBA, up and in for 2, but it's no good, and he's going to go to the line.
It was a great offensive effort by the whole team, just getting those rebounds back to back to back to give us this opportunity here at the line.
And you talk about the rebounds. I mean, well, there was probably 3 or 4 back to back to back. Really good defense and offense there by the Boomers.
Yeah, Caden Reed kind of stalling the ball up here on our defensive half, and then kind of found a way to break down the pressure to get out to have an opportunity at the net.
Here comes Crumley. He'll get it out to number 12. He'll shoot a three up. And it's good. Number 3 is going to be Esteban Juarez. He stands at 5'9", and he is a senior. Excuse me, that was number 12, Chaz Rivers. He's also a senior. So here come the Red Tornadoes. You got Crumley, Aiden Crumley. He'll get it out to number 11. That's going to be Trayvon Williams, who gets it into Crumley for 2. He can't get it, so here comes Cal Martin on the other side. Here come the Boomer, fast pace. That's going to be a foul. Trayvon Williams will pick up his first. He'll get one for reaching.
Good job on the dribble right there by Martin to just kind of protect the ball and offer his body so that he can pick up the foul.
And Martin is one of those players that has really progressed and has just really shown the Boomers that he is a starter for a reason.
He has, and I think he's taken on a little bit of a leadership role and really kind of dug into what Coach Roper and Coach Hickman and them want to see. And he's being a leader for the Boomers.
And Chad Shipley finally gets on the board. I was waiting to say that one. That's a big name. Good little drive into the paint for him. Here's Aiden Crumley. He gets triple teamed by Harrison. Not Harrison, excuse me, that was Hunter Mosley. When you have a name like Hunter, the first thing you think of is Harrison, because that's the name that we've said. Because we're just coming off of football.
4 months, yeah.
I know. Going to be out of bounds here. Going to get it into Jeremiah Barker. Got to watch out for this man. He is very quick on his feet. Even though he may be one of the shortest men on his team, he can sure get in there. There's Cash Shipley for a steal. He'll get it into his buddy, Caden Reed, who gets it knocked out of his hands, rolling on the ground from Hunter Harrison. He'll get it stolen away by Jeremiah Barker, and he'll set the offense here, getting guarded here closely by Hunter Mosley. Jeremiah Barker will throw it out of bounds off the hands of number 11. Get familiar with that name, Trayvon Williams. He stands at 5'10" as a senior here for the Clinton Red Tornadoes.
A lot of back and forth, just high energy, high speed. Obviously, it's caused some turnovers for both sides. We look to have a pretty tested second quarter, I imagine.
And usually with the boys, you know, that's how they'll start off. Cash Shipley tries to drive in for 2. He can't get anything, and here come back the Reds. Usually that's how it turns out. You know, the first quarter or two is really high pressure, and then when you get to the third quarter or slow into the second is when it kind of starts to lighten up, and you know, you're starting to find your rhythm and everything.
It becomes much more tactical at that time.
It does.
You get a couple timeouts in, coaching comes into play, and more schemes are.
Number 3 for the Tornadoes, that is Esteban Juarez. He has another 3 in the game. Hunter Mosley step back for 2. Why don't you give it to him? It's up and good. From the Tornadoes, Trayvon Williams. He'll get it out to Aiden Crumley, and he'll get it to Jeremiah Barker, who will hold the ball. Now get it out to Williams. Williams looking. He'll get it out to Jeremiah Barker on the side for 3, who's no good. Here comes Carter Reed, who get it out to Hunter Mosley, back to Caden Reed. And now we're starting to slow things a little bit. Get to Kyle Martin. He'll try to set the offense. Get it out to Carter Reed. Now we're kind of looking at a slower pace. Carter Reed fires for 3. Up and good. It's the sophomore, Carter Reed.
Hey, that's a brave shot. You get into your first start as a sophomore here for the Boomers, and you know, quite possibly his first shot opportunity.
And he does drill it. Jeremiah Barker with the ball. He'll get out to Aiden Crumley. Back over to Jeremiah Barker. He'll go fast pace here. He'll try to get a little step on Kyle Martin, but doesn't have luck. Cash Shipley against Aiden Crumley. Caden Reed steps out of the line, and it's going out of bounds. A lot of good defense there for the Boomers. Now we have a substitution. Number 12, I think that is going to be Chaz Rivers. He stands at 5'10". He is a senior. Also in the game is Trayvon Williams, number 3, Esteban Juarez, Aiden Crumley. He'll try to shoot another 3 is Chaz Rivers, but it gets rejected by Caden Reed. Tipped away by Joshua Hagmeyer, number 24. He's getting some action in tonight, as he'll substitute in for Hunter Mosley. Chaz Rivers trying to get some special, just trying to do a lot of things on Caden Reed there. It wasn't working out for him. It's going to be a foul on Caden Reed. Got a little too up close and personal.
You can only take so many of those crossovers before you have to let them know that you're there.
And that's the thing about with the Boomer defense is they just step back every time they try to give one of those moves. Here's Trayvon Williams. He'll try to shoot for 3, up and no good. Off of the fingertips of Aiden Crumley, and he doesn't like the call, but that's okay. We'll take it. Carter Reed is telling his guys to, hey, come up. Give some help side here. Here's Carter Reed. Gets it out to Caden Reed. Now back to Carter Reed. Now back over to Jeremiah Barker. He'll get it into Chaz Rivers. He'll try to shoot for 2. Rivers gets it up and good for 2. Here comes Cash Shipley. He'll try to shoot it in for 2. Up and good. Cash Shipley. Now he has 4 points. 10-8. Boomers on top of the Clinton High School. 2:06 left to go in the first quarter. Haven't had any time to even take a timeout or a break. It's a fast-paced game. Aiden Crumley, he'll knock it down for 3. Get his first points of the night. Carter Reed to Caden Reed to Kyle Martin, back over to Caden Reed, and we'll kind of slow things down a little bit here. Here comes Kyle Martin. Get it into Carter Reed. Almost got double teamed. Kyle Martin, top of the key for 3. Bang! He gets it. Excuse me, that's left wing for 3. But Kyle Martin splashes it home.
That's good. That's a good response from the Boomers. We're gonna need that consistently throughout the night.
Carter Reed tries to get it into Caden Reed, but it goes right through the hands of Caden Reed's fingertips. Hunter Mosley, almost said Hunter Harrison. Hunter Mosley will check in for Caden Reed. Boomers lead 12-11. 1:15 left to go in the first quarter. Aiden Crumley at the top of the key. He'll do a push off, or that's going to be against Kyle Martin. Kyle Martin will pick up his first foul, the team's 3rd foul. Boomers still on top by 1, 12-11 with 1:04 left to go in the first quarter. Jeremiah Barker, he thought about the 3, he'll think better of it, gets it out to Chaz Rivers, guarded by Cash Shipley. Cash Shipley try not to let Chaz Rivers go through him, and he doesn't. He'll get it back out to Aiden Crumley, who will get double teamed by Martin and Shipley. Now he'll come Aiden Crumley, he'll get it stolen away, and it's going to be a foul on Aiden Crumley as he pushes up against Hunter Mosley. Let's see what we got here. You got the foul on number 24. That's going to be Tyler.
No, it's Josh Hagmeyer.
Or Josh Hagmeyer, yeah. Excuse me. That was on Woodward. Jeremiah Barker will get it out to Chaz Rivers. He gets it back out to Barker. Barker fires an awkward looking 3, but it's off the top of the glass. And no good. Hunter Mosley is going to get a foul. That's going to be his 2nd.
Hey, after watching all those Ball brothers shoot, I don't think that there is such thing as an awkward 3 anymore.
You know, I'm not going to argue with that one. because that is seems to be very true. How they somehow, it's just interesting how they shoot the ball.
And they're consistent. That's what matters.
Cass Shipley will get the ball tipped and stolen away. 18 seconds. Carter Reed's going to try to drive in for two. And it's going to be a, you see anything down there, Chris? I couldn't see. What do they call that? They call it a hold on number 2, Jeremiah Barker. Trayvon Williams will have to go touch the check-in table. Now he'll come back out on the court for Aiden Crumley. 14.9 seconds to go in the first quarter. Boomers on top, 12-11. Kyle Martin tries to shoot a three. He can't get it. It's going to be off the hands of Clinton, I imagine, and it is. It's going to be off the hands of Jeremiah Barker. 9.9 left to go in the first quarter. Caden Reed is going to inbound the ball. Might try to get out to Cass Shipley here, possibly. Or catch and shoot if possible. Kyle Martin will step in for Caden Reed. Kyle Martin will put his hand, slap the ball, get it out to Caden Reed here. Get it into Cass Shipley. Cass Shipley loses it, regroups, finds a way, scores, but they're going to call it a travel. I mean,
the fact that he was able to even get that on target to the basket is impressive all on its own. We'll count that as success.
And that is going to do it to, in the first quarter, the Woodward Boomers are on top, but only by one, as it's 12-11 here at the Dome in Clinton. This is Boomer basketball on Z92.
Ready for your winter driving adventure? From October 3rd to December 19th, get a mail-in rebate up to $100 when you buy a set of 4 PF Goodrich tires, designed for all your driving adventures. So, go on! Visit the experts at High Plains Tire, 2220 Main Street in Woodward. Certain conditions apply. Visit your dealer or PFGoodrich.ca for details.
Public owned electric utilities give you and your community the control, the investment, and the reliability you deserve. You have a voice in the decisions about the electrical grid. A percentage of every power bill is reinvested into your community, and your neighbors are doing the work necessary to keep the lights on. The power is in your hands, and brighter days are here with Our Local Power. Go to ourlocalpower.org for more details.
Boomer. 12-11, it's a one-point game here in Clinton, Oklahoma. This Boomer team has really not found anything offensively going, as what I would say. I haven't seen anything offensively. Yeah, we've seen a couple baskets here and there for the Boomers, and they have the lead, but just haven't found that rhythm that we want to jump into and kind of take control of this game.
Yeah, I agree. You can tell that the baskets that we're making are just kind of second chances. We've had a couple opportunities to go to the rim, or to the line, I'm sorry, for some free throws. We hope to capitalize here on this opportunity.
Just as you mentioned, Joshua Hagemeyer at the line for two.
Like I said, with the ability of having a timeout or a quarter change to have that break, I expect to have a little bit more scheme implemented here, a little bit more coaching plays, things that they've worked in during practices to see those follow through, to see if we can get some open looks.
And talking about this team, we've lost a lot of big guys like Jesus Cano, Jake Mead over the years. And, just to see this team as of right now leading by 2, I mean, they're going to have to step it up on the three-point shot most definitely, and got to be more aggressive inside the paint, as we're going to need Cass Shipley to be very aggressive here tonight, because I know Jeremiah Barker and as well as Trayvon Williams and Aiden Crumley are going to be there to kind of contain him. We're going to take a quick break as we have a timeout. No, we don't have a timeout. It was a discussion over there. There comes Jeremiah Barker. He'll get it into Chaz Rivers. Chaz Rivers to Barker. Barker's open, but he doesn't take it. Rivers, he'll shoot a three with Joshua Hagemeyer in his face. And he'll drain it. Here come the Boomers back on offense. It gets tipped away from Jeremiah Barker, back out of bounds. Cass Shipley will inbound it. Here's Shipley. Shipley gets it to Martin. Martin looking to find someone. He'll get it to Hagemeyer. Hagemeyer back out to Shipley. Shipley to Reed. Reed into Hagemeyer. He'll try to shoot up for two. Up and no good. He'll get swatted away. Now here come the Tornadoes. Get it into Jeremiah Barker. He'll get it out to Aiden Crumley. Crumley into Trayvon Williams, who gets it swatted away by Cass Shipley, and he'll take the rebound and he'll set the offense. Joshua Hagemeyer tries to get the ball, gets it swatted out of his hands. And Jeremiah Barker, will kind of fall to his knees but get back up, and he'll try to take Hagemeyer on one-on-one. He'll get it out to Chaz Rivers for a deep three. Up off the top of the glass, no good. Who has the ball? The Boomers do, but it's on the floor. Kyle Martin is going to say jump ball. And it looks like they're going to keep it. Nope. It's going to go to the Tornadoes. They'll take possession after the jump ball. Aiden Crumley, he'll throw it into Jeremiah Barker, who gets it out to Trayvon Williams. Williams gets it back out to Rivers. Rivers looking to set the offense. He's around the top of the key. Here comes Barker. He'll get it into Crumley, left wing, guarded by Hunter Mosley. Aiden Barker will shoot a three-pointer in the face of Hunter Mosley, up and good. Here come the Boomers. Caden Reed drives inside the lane for two, up and no good. Off the top of the glass. Boomers down by 4, 17-13. I've only got 1 point in the second quarter here for the Boomers. Clinton has scored 6. 17-13, they lead with 5:30 left to go in the second quarter. Aiden Crumley tries to shoot another three. It's an air ball. Here comes Caden Reed. He'll get it out to Cass Shipley, who gets it to Carter Reed, who gets it but misses it, but catches it. And on the putback, up and good. Carter Reed now has 4 points.
All that comes off of that pass from Shipley. I
mean, that was just a beautiful, kind of almost a no-looker in a way, but finds Carter Reed, who was able to get his own rebound and put it back. It's a 2-point game. Clinton leads 17-15 with 4:56 left to play. It's a tip ball. Here comes Cass Shipley. He's going to look for Caden Reed on the other side. No, he'll take it himself. No, Caden Reed, and it's tied up. Caden Reed up and in.
And that's where you're going to start seeing Cass Shipley rise, because his IQ for this game is growing and growing.
Now we have a timeout that I know for sure, so we will take it. This is Boomer Basketball on Z92.
To winter once again, and there's nothing like the assurance of knowing that you can drive with confidence in any weather condition. From October 3rd to December 19th, get up to $100 mailing rebate when you purchase a set of 4 Michelin tires. Don't wait. Warm up now to our winter savings. Visit the tire experts at High Plains Tire, 2220 Main Street in Woodward. Certain conditions apply with your dealer or Michelin.ca for details.
Chris Godwin, and you know the Boomers were just down by 4, and they make a little 4-0 run for Clinton, you know, to charge them a timeout. The Boomers have been doing pretty good offensively and finally starting to find a rhythm. Comes off of 2 good passes from Cass Shipley, and it's a tie ball game, 17-all.
Yeah, the Boomers are going to have to consistently respond to negative plays and then convert, you know, just any opportunity that they get around the basket, because everything's going to be hard-earned.
Here will come the Clinton Tornado, stolen away by Caden Reed. Cash Shipley up and in for two. No, we're going to call it a travel. Cash Shipley says, I travel? But he won't think better of it. Looks like his foot stepped on the line when he went to go pass it to inbound the ball, and there'll be a turnover. Woodward will take possession. I'm guessing that's what happened. Caden Reed looking for someone. He's going to find Carter Reed. He'll shoot in for two. That's a jump shot. Can't get it to go. On the rebound is going to be Tornado Aiden Crumley, and it's going to be a foul on number 15, Hunter Mosley. That's not good, folks. That is going to be his third. So he'll check out. Taylon Laird with a fresh haircut will check in. At the line, I think it's he'll shoot two, or it's a 1-and-1. Let's see what we got here. 1-and-1. Aiden Crumley at the line. Up and it's good. So he'll go back to the line. He'll make both of them. Here comes Cash Shipley. He'll set offense for the Boomers. He'll get it out to Martin, who gets it out to Cash Shipley. A lot of passing going around on there. I missed the pass, but Cash Shipley, he'll turn around and he'll get two. Shipley has 6 on the board. Leads the Boomers in scoring. Stolen away by Carter Reed from a deflected pass from Taylor Laird. Cash Shipley, can he do it again? Yes, he can. Cash Shipley, he's racking up 8 points.
That's a good IQ play right there by Carter, young sophomore Carter Reed.
Kind of just floats it down there.
Yeah, he put it in a position that only his guy could get it.
Cash Shipley sticks his leg out just a little bit, up and in for two. It's good, and one. Cash Shipley has 10 points already. He's going to the line. Boomers are on top, 23-19. 3:50 left to go. Timeout. You know what, folks? We're going to take one with them. This is Boomer Basketball on Z92.
Hi, I'm Tony Goldwyn. Ukraine remains under attack. Millions of people have fled, creating the fastest growing refugee crisis in modern history. Children and families are seeking safety. AmeriCares is meeting the health needs of people caught in this terrible crisis with critical medicine and supplies and local partnerships to get aid where it's most needed. We are ready to do more, so let's work together. Together, we can improve health. Together, we can save lives. Learn how at americares.org/help-Ukraine.
Hi, and welcome back to 23-19. I'm Dakota Wagner alongside Chris Godwin, and having a pretty good time up here at the Dome. Boomers leading it 23-19 as we get back underway in the second quarter with not very much time left. About 3:50. That's a little bit of time left, about almost 4 minutes.
Yeah, whenever you put that to TV time, I mean, you're looking
20 minutes.
Yeah, another 12, 15 minutes of real life.
Shipley at the line, he'll miss the and one. Taylon Laird on defense, he'll guard Chaz Rivers. Carter Reed to help. He'll try to shoot it in for Jeremiah Barker for a three-point, and he's got it up and in, good for three. Excuse me, that was not Jeremiah Barker, that was Esteban Juarez. Here comes Caden Reed. He'll get it out to Kyle Martin. Kyle Martin will ball fake to Cash Shipley. Shipley to Reed. Reed to Reed, his little brother. Carter Reed has the ball. He'll get it out to Shipley. Shipley gets it to Martin. Martin back to Shipley. And now we're playing the passing game, swinging the ball around. Caden Reed, left wing. He'll get into Taylon Laird. He'll try to drive in for two. Caden Reed Carter Reed, back to Caden Reed, to Shipley. Or not Shipley, Martin. Martin will get it out back to Caden Reed. And now we're just playing the passing game once again. Here's Cash Shipley. He'll try to drive in for two, set the offense. But no, his foot stepped. Or do we have a hold or a push off?
Boomer timeout.
A Boomer timeout. I think there was a foul on number 3 as well. And that is going to be on Esteban Juarez. Take a look here at the scoring here for the Boomers. Carter Reed making his first start. He has 4 points in the game. Caden Reed has 3. Kyle Martin has a good 3-pointer. Cash Shipley has 10 points. Hunter Mosley has 2 with 3 fouls.
Yeah, and I think Cash's points, you know, if I'm looking at from a coaching standpoint, I expect one of my best players to do what he's done. You know, he's capitalized on opportunities that were right there in front of him, whether, you know, it was a tough shot or a breakaway steal. You know, he's done what all teammates and coaches expected of him, and he's really shown up for him.
Cash Shipley, no look pass to Taylor Laird. It's going to be no good, but he's going to go to line for 2. Cash Shipley was going up against Jeremiah Barker, who is only 5'6", and Cash Shipley is 6'3". Oh no, 6'4" from what I have on my paper. So almost a foot difference, a 10-inch difference. So Cash Shipley used it to his advantage, threw the ball right over his head and got it to Taylor Laird to draw the foul. Taylor Laird no good on his first basket, but on his second one, it hops around, scoops, dives, no good. Carter Reed on the rebound. He'll get it up to Cash Shipley for 3. Shipley, he's got another one.
Yet again, when we need him to do something, he's pulled through.
Jeremiah Barker gets it out to Chaz Rivers. He gets it out to Aiden Crumley. He'll go left wing. He'll get that to Chaz Rivers, who will try to get it at the top of the key. Right wing now is going to be Jeremiah Barker and Esteban Juarez. He'll get it out to Juarez. He'll shoot a deep 3. It's off the top of the rim, taken by Cash Shipley, who gets it to Aiden Crumley off the fingertips, and Aiden Crumley will score up and in for 2. Crumley now has 9 points in the game. Boomer still on top by 2. 26-24, a minute 45 left to go in the first half. Here comes Caden Reed. He'll get it swatted away by Jeremiah Barker off the fingertips of Esteban Juarez. And it's going to go out of bounds. Woodward will take possession.
Yeah, he kind of got bailed out a little bit. You know, lost control of the ball on his dribble, and White's touched it last. So
Reed tries to get it into Laird, but Laird goes off the fingertips and stolen away by Barker. Jeremiah Barker, who will get it in to Chaz Rivers, who will set the offense. Now back out to Crumley. Crumley almost gets it swatted away, and Kyle Martin kind of accidentally bumps into the feet of Jeremiah Barker, who sells it enough to draw the foul, and he'll go to the line for 3.
Martin committed on that swat way early, and so he had no other choice but to bump into him as the follow through. Just, you know, gravity happens.
Here's Jeremiah Barker, the man that can really run the football, especially in that little jersey of his. He is a quick one on his feet. He'll miss the first one, which now he can tie it here for the Boomers if he makes a rest. He'll make the second one, 25-26. Barker is on the board. Jeremiah Barker for his third and final shot. Up and good. Ties it up. 26 all with a minute 20 left to go in the first half. Here's Caden Reed. He'll look for Carter Reed. Here's Carter Reed. He'll get a kind of a screen there from Caden Reed. He'll get it inside to Taylon Laird, who will fumble the ball around. Stolen away by Carter Reed. He's got the open lane to drive for two. Up and good. Wow. Carter Reed. Talk about a man. He's got 6 points.
Carter, I can't say it any better than what you just did.
I mean, man, that was just...
Carter finessed that opportunity.
It was exciting. Missed three-pointer there by the Tornadoes, and now we got 43 seconds left to go in the first half of this basketball game. 28-26, Boomers lead. Here's Shipley. Shipley has it left wing. He'll get it out to Carter Reed. Carter Reed, man, you have really impressed me tonight. I'll tell you that right now. Here comes Caden Reed. He'll dribble it out with 22 seconds left to go. Here comes Esteban Juarez for the defense. Carter Reed now. He'll get it out to Ethan. Here comes Aiden Crumley. Kind of dribbling it out on the way, trying to get a pass. He'll get it out to Esteban Juarez for a three. No good. Now you got 1 second. Now you got a fire for a half-court shot, and it's no good. So the Boomers will take a 28-26 lead at halftime. Just 2 points, but hey, we'll take it. We'll come back, wrap up a couple of the scores and what they have to do to extend this lead after the break. This is Boomer Basketball on Z92.
To winter once again, and there's nothing like the assurance of knowing that you can drive with confidence in any weather condition. From October 3rd to December 19th, get up to $100 mailing rebate when you purchase a set of 4 Michelin tires. Don't wait. Warm up now to our winter savings. Visit the tire experts at High Place Tire, 2220 Main Street in Woodward. Certain conditions apply with your dealer or Michelin.ca for details.
Searching for that perfect special attire? Wait no further. The Top Cat Footwear and Accessories at 808 Main Street in Woodward. Top Cat has a beautiful line of bridal, special occasion, and prom dresses to choose from. With no 2 dresses alike, you'll always get that special look. They guarantee the perfect fit for tuxedos at no extra cost and carry menswear for all your needs. Visit TopCatForming.com or call 580-256-2888 to book your appointment now. Store hours are 10 a.m. through 5 p.m. Monday through Friday and by appointment only on Saturday. Top Cat also offers layaway. Let Top Cat help you shine on your special day.
Everybody has a smile story, those daily moments of joy that make you smile, especially when you're a child like 3-year-old Zena. Her smile is as bright as her future, but there's something you wouldn't know about Zena. She was born with a cleft lip, which can make it hard to read, talk, hear, and even breathe. And she's far from alone. A baby is born with a cleft every 3 minutes. This hurdle could have kept Zena from living her full smile story. Thankfully, she met Smile Train. Since 1999, Smile Train has helped millions of children like Zena find their forever smiles by empowering medical professionals around the world to provide cleft care in their own communities at no cost to families. Smile Train is working tirelessly to give every child with a cleft the opportunity to live their full smile story. Learn how you can help more kids like Zena at smiletrain.org/learn.
To Boomer Basketball. Chris Godwin, and we have some stats here for the first half. 28-26 of the Boomers lead over the Clinton Red Tornadoes here in the Dome. You got Carter Reed, who, you know, I've never seen before play basketball, a starter for the Boomers tonight. Kind of very impressed by him. He kind of found a way to get some really good rebounds, and he passed the ball to Cash Shipley, and the way he just played really impressed me. I don't know what you have to say about him, but he really caught my eye tonight.
Yeah, I mean, Carter's done some good things. He's found a way to be involved in the game. You know, I don't know if the coaches saw this happening tonight for him, but Carter's really made an opportunity for himself going from this game forward on how he's going to implement himself into a game.
And then you have Caden Reed, the older brother. He has 3 points. Kyle Martin, he has a 3 in the game. Cash Shipley has 13 points in the first half. Cash Shipley, he kind of got a slow start, and then he really started to pick it off, kind of driving inside the paint, kind of like Thessaly does. They kind of have a little bit of a similarity in that, but Cash Shipley really getting on the board, and then he had that little step-back three-pointer right in the face of Jeremiah Barker, which I really like to see that. Then Hunter Mosley has 3 fouls, but has 2 points.
Yeah, Hunter always picks up the credit of having to be the physical aspect on the field. Hey, I'll be the guy that takes up these fouls.
And when he does that, it seems like in dire situations from last season, he's picked up the fouls when maybe our other Boomer players have been picking up, like Cash Shipley. There was a game where he had, I don't know how many fouls, and then Hunter Mosley kind of takes that position where he kind of fills in the foul gap, so Cash Shipley can continue to provide for the Boomers.
Yeah, I don't even know if you use that as a strategy or not. I'm not a basketball coach, but I do know that my shooters I want to keep in the game, and the best way to do that is to find somebody else to kind of tack on a little bit of the physicality of the game. And basketball's kind of a touch sport, you know. You have to be right, or you're wrong every time.
I mean, you kind of can't put it any better than that. I mean, you really can't. It kind of just explains itself. On the boys' side for Clinton, Jeremiah Barker only had 2 points. Esteban Juarez has 6. Chaz Rivers had 8 points. Aiden Crumley had 6, 7, 8, 10 points. And that wraps up the scoring for Clinton. Kind of not a whole lot. You just have Aiden Crumley and kind of the guys that rest to fill in. Not a whole lot of scoring on them. Just kind of Aiden Crumley out there for Tornadoes and Cash Shipley for the Boomers. We'll take a quick break, come back, talk a little bit more about the boys' side, kind of what they have to do. You're listening to Boomer Basketball on Z92.
Oklahoma's public-owned electric utilities give you and your community the control, the investment, and the reliability you deserve. You have a voice in the decisions about the electrical grid. A percentage of every power bill is reinvested into your community, and your neighbors are doing the work necessary to keep the lights on. Power is in your hands, and brighter days are here with Our Local Power. Go to ourlocalpower.org for more details.
For more than 20 years, Northwest Glass has served Northwest Oklahoma with all their glass and door needs, including vehicle and equipment, windshield replacements and chip repairs, rekeying locks, and window and door repairs and installations. Call 256-4324 or stop by 611 Texas Avenue for all your glass and door needs. Good luck, Boomers.
When you want the best pricing and no gimmicks on office supplies, furniture, electronics, and gifts, do yourself a favor. Stop by Divine Stationery and Radio Shack in Woodward at 2121 Oklahoma Avenue or call 580-256-7040. Serving Northwest Oklahoma since 1939.
United States Deputy Sheriff's Association is a national nonprofit and America's largest non-governmental provider of services to law enforcement. USDSA assists city, county, state, and federal law enforcement agencies through our many varied programs, including free safety equipment donations, free officer survival training, cash donations, and condolence letters to the family of law enforcement officers who perish in the line of duty. USDSA also offers college scholarships for the dependent children of law enforcement, along with the Citizen Awareness Program and thank you cards to law enforcement. These are just some of the ways United States Deputy Sheriff's Association assists America's law enforcement and the citizens they serve. For more information about United States Deputy Sheriff's Association or to see how you can help, visit www.usdeputy.org. United States Deputy Sheriff's Association, taking training to the next level because lives are on the line.
Welcome back to Boomer. Chris Godwin, 28-26 here at the Dome in Clinton. The Boomers lead just by 2, but gonna have to do a couple of things differently, offensively and defensively, to kind of stretch this lead out. We've seen Cash Shipley. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I can't really. I don't know a whole lot of basketball plays, but I would say that defensively, it may be smart to go a little bit more man, especially on Chumley a little bit. You know, find an opportunity to close those gaps so they don't have a look at a three. Because I mean, that's really what's kind of going on here. Is we'll break out, you know, 5 or 6 points ahead, and then all of a sudden they get a big three and closes the gap and makes it a little bit tighter for us. And then on the offensive side, my point of view would maybe open up the passing lanes a little bit. We're passing right around the perimeter. I don't know if our boys know it yet or not, but they have another 10, 15 feet right behind them that they can kind of control the basketball and spread the team out a little bit.
One thing I really do want to see is to see kind of Cash Shipley get out there and get open a little bit more. You know, we haven't seen him his normal self where he's knocking down tremendous shots and the crowd's going wild. He's really having to work for his shots tonight. Usually sometimes it comes natural where he just kind of slides up in there like it's nothing. On the Clinton side, you're going to have to contain Chaz Rivers and you're going to have to contain Jeremiah Barker. Those guys have been, and Aiden Crumley, you know, they've always been trying to hit the fast threes and the shots and everything. So that's kind of what we're sitting at right now. I guess we'll take one more break and come back. Tip of the third quarter. This is Boomer Basketball on Z92.
St. Joseph's Indian School is much more than a school for Native American children. It's like a family. Classes are fun here. I do want to go. I am learning about my culture. I feel safe and loved here. School for me. Since 1927, St. Joseph's Indian School has been a safe haven for Native American children to receive the cultural heritage, education, health care, and caring support they need to succeed in life.
As a father, I feel very good about leaving my kids here. They have way more opportunities here.
Learn more at stjo.org today. Every year, Steve Faircal climbs the stairs at the John Hancock Center in Chicago, 94 floors to the top.
It's called the Hustle Up the Hancock.
It's hard to believe when we watch Steve today that a few years ago, his lungs were failing and he was fighting to survive.
For 8 hours a day, someone was pounding on my chest to try and keep my lungs clear. I honestly don't think I had more than a couple weeks to live.
That's when Steve received the gift of life, a double lung transplant made possible by an organ donor.
After I got my new lungs, I started doing things that I had never been able to do. I never knew that breathing could feel this good.
Steve climbs to honor his donor and to raise awareness for organ, eye, and tissue donation.
Wouldn't you like that when you left this beautiful planet, that you could save a few lives on your way out? It's an incredible gift.
Imagine what you can make possible by leaving behind the gift of life. Learn more and sign up as an organ, eye, and tissue donor. Go to organdonor.gov. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Health Resources and Services Administration.
Boomers on top, 26-31. Just earlier, but in the break, Carter Reed had a and one at the line. So he got 3 points there. Now here come the Tornadoes. Jeremiah Barker going a little too fast there to get it to Chaz Rivers. He's wide open. He'll take the shot instead. Should have passed it off. Chaz Rivers not thinking there. Now here comes Cash Shipley, the 6'4" man. He'll drive, get some good kind of moves there, but he'll get it out to Kyle Martin, who gets it off to Caden Reed. Now Caden Reed is going to try to set the offense here. He'll get it out to Cash Shipley. Cash Shipley now back over to Carter Reed, the younger brother of Caden Reed.
And this is kind of what I was talking about. Slow the game down, stretch the defense out. I mean, you can back out another 5-10 feet.
Caden Reed kind of gets an interesting basket there as Jeremiah Barker kind of hands it to him, and he scores easy.
You get that defense to come out to us a little bit, opens up those lanes for some easier layups that we've been trying to force.
Here comes Aiden Crumley, gets it off to Jeremiah Barker. He'll get it out to Trayvon Williams, who gets it into Kyle Martin. High hands, and he'll get a steal there. Here comes Caden Reed off the fast break. He'll slow it down just a little bit, guarded by Chaz Rivers. Now he'll get it out to Kyle Martin. Kyle Martin back over to Cash Shipley from a handoff from Hunter Mosley. Caden Reed has the ball now. Now we're going to start swinging it. Chaz Rivers gets a little bit of a tip in there. Here come Caden Reed. He'll hand it off to Shipley. Shipley gets it off to Mosley. Mosley has Martin. Martin now has Carter Reed. He's open. Thought about the foot better of it. Caden Reed, he'll try to get the three-pointer. He can't get it. Cash Shipley tips it off for himself, but Aiden Crumley is there to beat him. Now here's Chaz Rivers to Jeremiah Barker, and he'll set up the offense for the Clinton Red Tornadoes. Here comes Rivers. Rivers is looking to Jeremiah Barker, who's going to be guarding closely against Caden Reed. Here comes Reed. He'll step back a little bit, got a little bit of space on him. He'll get it to Crumley. Crumley to Rivers. Now back over to Crumley for a three. He'll clap his hands because he's got it.
Mosley's got to kind of be aware of who he's marking right there. And I personally, that's got to be a man-to-man decision. Just keep a body on him.
It should have been Cash Shipley guarding him because that's more of his size, but Hunter Mosley was in the mix. Hunter Mosley's going to try to get up for two. Up and good.
Better earn some points back, kid.
Well said. So Mosley now has 4 points through 3 quarters of play. Trayvon Williams, Jeremiah Barker inside, swatted away by Kyle Martin, but drew a little bit too much contact. So Aiden Crumley is going to go to the line. That's going to be the 3rd personal foul on Kyle Martin. No, the 4th personal foul. So one more, and I think he's out of here. Martin comes out looking a little frustrated. Caleb Luthi will come in. Hunter Mosley will come out. And who came in for him was Joshua Hagemeyer. So on the floor, Luthi, Hagemeyer, Reed, Shipley, and Reed again. Carter Reed, Caden Reed. Little brotherly action going on here. The little brother's kind of proven his point to the big brother tonight.
Oh, I'm sure they've had their battles at home.
No matter what it might be.
I think someone wanted more spaghetti one time.
Oh. So you're saying you know something that I don't?
Just brotherly love, that's it. You know how it is.
Miss there from Hagemeyer, 35-30. Boomers lead with 3:50 left to go. Jeremiah Barker trying to get in there. Got the shove off of Caleb Luthi, no call. And it's going to be on the floor foul on number 4, and that's going to be Caden Reed. That's going to be his 2nd foul and 2nd team foul in the 2nd half. Here comes Caden Reed after a 3-point shot by the Tornadoes. Caleb Luthi gets away with maybe a little bit of a walk there, as the coach says. Here comes Carter Reed to Cash Shipley. Cash Shipley, Caleb Luthi. Caleb Luthi, Cash Shipley. Cash Shipley had it like he wanted it. He's going to get fouled. It's probably going to be on Jeremiah Barker, number 2. He doesn't like the call, and that's what it's going to be. He's going to get a shove on Jeremiah Barker. That's going to be his 2nd foul. Cash Shipley will not go to the line. They're going to inbound it instead because it was not a shooting foul. Gets it out to Carter Reed. Carter Reed to Caleb Luthi. Luthi back to Carter Reed. He'll set the offense. Here comes Caleb Luthi to Caden Reed to Cash Shipley. Cash Shipley double team. Now back over to Caden Reed. Cash Shipley now going to set the offense, driving in. Side, he'll get it out to Caleb Luthi to Carter Reed. And now we're going to have who's going to get the Cash Shipley to score. It's going to be a foul on number 23. That is going to be Atticus Thompson.
I would imagine that might be part of the game plan from this point forward, just because you know, they are doubling on Cash, and I think that if they get it underneath and draw enough fouls and get in that double bonus to where they can just pick up free throws the rest of the night.
Carter Reed to Caden Reed. And if we can get Cash Shipley to the free throw line like you were saying, that's going to be big for the Boomers. Here's Carter Reed to Cash Shipley. We got to get Cash Shipley open for a three-pointer because I know he's feeling it. He's calling for a ball. He'll take it around the top of the key by Jeremiah Barker. That's going to be another foul. Got a little too handsy there, Parker. He'll pick up his third. That's big for the Boomers because Jeremiah Barker is the guy that takes the ball down the court in about 2 seconds. Carter Reed to Cash Shipley. He'll get it into Carter Reed, who thought about a three. He'll take a long three. He's got it! Carter Reed is feeling himself.
You know, and if someone else has to take the shot, he might be the guy that we asked tonight.
What do we have happen down there? Cash Shipley is going to get on the floor. No, what is that? No, Aiden Crumley is going to get a foul. From what I think. I don't know. 2:10 left to play in the third quarter. Really haven't had time for any type of break here. Fast-paced game. Cash Shipley's going to get it to Caleb Luthi. He'll shoot for two. He'll try to get his first points as a Boomer on varsity, but it does not fall. Here comes Jeremiah Barker going fast with the ball, guarded by Caden Reed, who splashed a three in his face just moments ago. Cash Shipley steals up. Can he slam dunk it? No, he's going to lay it in. You know, he had the height to slam dunk that one, but he didn't. Thought better of it. Cash Shipley gets it to Jeremiah Barker, who's going to get it to Esteban Juarez to try to shoot a three. He can't get it. Carter Reed comes up with the rebound, gets it to his brother Caden Reed. He'll set the offense, but he's getting double teamed. That's going to be a block. A blocking foul on number 2, Jeremiah Barker. That's going to be his fourth foul, so he's going to have to go take a seat. One more foul, and Barker's going to have to sit on the bench the rest of the game. Here's Hunter Mosley. Hunter Mosley will get it into Caden Reed. Here comes Caden Reed for this Woodward Boomer offense. Get it into Carter Reed, his little younger brother, to Joshua Hagemeyer, to the fans. Getting the ball now as Carter Reed lets it fly through the fingertips.
I think Carter, as he transitioned down to the paint, he expected that ball to kind of already be going to him, and Cash delayed just slightly, and Carter wasn't prepared for it. So turnover there on the Boomers, but a high press to hopefully get a good turnover.
Here comes Trayvon Williams. He'll set the offense for the Clinton Red Tornadoes here. The Boomers lead by 5, 40-35 with 1:03 left to go in the third quarter. The ball is going to go to the Boomers, and it comes off the hands of Aiden Crumley, number 21. Getting 21 versus 21. Cash Shipley versus Aiden Crumley there. That's a good matchup. Here comes Caden Reed. He'll find Cash Shipley. He'll get a screen, but instead he won't use it. He'll get it out to Carter Reed. Carter Reed to Hunter Mosley. He'll slip, and he'll go the other way out of bounds. That's going to be a turnover. Aiden Crumley. He'll get the ball inbounded. He'll look for Esteban Juarez, and he'll kind of slow it down. Now things are starting to slow down here just a little bit, but probably not for long. Trayvon Williams thought about a three. He'll think better of it. There's Cash Shipley fast on his feet. He'll go soaring for the ball, but it goes out of bounds. Chaz Rivers is going to inbound it against Caden Reed, the sophomore that has been very impressive tonight. Had a couple of good three-pointers in some people's faces tonight, which I love to see that. And contributing offensively on the pass game for him, too. Missed three there by Esteban Juarez. Comes off the rebound is going to be Carter Reed. He'll slow things down for the offense, and now they might take Carter Reed a little bit more serious. Here comes Caden Reed. He'll get it off A pass from Carter Reed. He'll look for Joshua Hagemeyer. Caden Reed, Carter Reed will go off of his knees. Kind of got pushed up a little too much. He'll have 13.6 seconds left to go in this third quarter. Very fast-paced game. Now here we go. Cash Shipley will look behind him. Carter and Caden Reed both on defense. Caden Reed pokes the ball out. He's got a fast break, and it's going to be a foul. The Boomers may go to the line now. Let's see what they call it. Is it going to be a 1-and-1 situation? There's not enough fouls here, I don't think. Nope, not yet. They'll go to inbound the ball. It's going to be Carter Reed. He'll most likely get it out to Cash Shipley or Caden Reed. I imagine he'll get it out to Caden Reed, who will get it out to Carter Reed, who'll get it out to Cash Shipley. No, Hunter Mosley, excuse me. He'll try to shoot it for two. He can't get it, and that is going to be the end of the third quarter. The Boomers on top by 5, 40-35 to end the third quarter. This is Boomer basketball on Z92.
Ready for your winter driving adventure? From October 3rd to December 19th, get a mail-in rebate up to $100 when you buy a set of 4 PF Goodrich tires, designed for all your driving adventures. So, come on! Visit the experts at High Plains Tire, 2220 Main Street in Woodward. Certain conditions apply. Visit your dealer or goodrich.ca for details.
Oklahoma's publicly owned electric utilities give you and your community the control, the investment, and the reliability you deserve. You have a voice in the decisions about the electrical grid. A percentage of every power bill is reinvested into your community, and your neighbors are doing the work necessary to keep the lights on. The power is in your hands, and brighter days are here with Our Local Power. Go to ourlocalpower.org for more details.
Boomer basketball, Z92. It's 40-35 and the Boomers lead. What can the Boomers do offensively possibly to maybe take control of this 5-point lead?
Just control the ball. Slow down some of these turnovers. You know, Carter's done a great job, I think.
He really has.
At some of these, I mean, defensive rebounds. He's done a fantastic job. Not just him creating scoring opportunities, but I will say that when he's in charge of handling the ball and dribbling, he's kind of gotten a little sloppy there and created turnovers on his own. So just kind of controlling the ball and owning possession a little bit.
Here comes the Red Tornadoes on offense. Chaz Rivers is going to try to do a crossover move here. And he's not going to get anything. He'll try to get out to Esteban Juarez. He can't get anything. Crumley tries for a three. He can't get nothing. And finally, Esteban Juarez will come up with a 2-point basket.
I think one big story right there is in the third quarter. I mean, the Tornadoes have a foul lead of 6 to 2. So, you know, when we're looking foul trouble, Clinton's close to it.
They're going to inbound the ball to Juan. It's going to get off the hands of Joshua Hagemeyer again. So let's see if they can get around Hagemeyer this time. They'll pass the ball out to Juarez, but it's touched by no one, and that is going to be Boomer basketball.
And that's why you do that kind of press. Pays off.
Boomers are going to have to think smart here as they only have a 3-point lead with 7:08 left to go in the fourth quarter. Carter Reed to Hunter Mosley for 2. Up and good. Now Hunter Mosley, I think, has 6 points. He does.
That was good balance by Mosley to be up in the air like that and get a shot just calculated just right.
Here comes Aiden Crumley against Cash Shipley, who now is one-on-one with him again as he gets the ball back, driving down the left lane. Trayvon Williams open for three, up and no good. But he's going to get a foul as I think he sold it against Caden Reed. Caden Reed has a big smile on his face like, yeah, you got me.
Oh, Caden, I mean, he approached right there, and you should have seen how light he was trying to keep his body, but unfortunately inertia just kind of caught up with him, and he shoulder leaned right into him. And he, number 11 for Clinton,
Trayvon Williams.
Yeah, he was smart enough to know that contact was there, and he knew he could pick up a foul, so good IQ right there.
His first one's not good. His second one's not good. His third one is to be determined. Trayvon Williams at the line for his third and final shot. 6:40 left to go in the fourth quarter of this game. And no good, but Trayvon Williams fast on his feet to get the ball back. Now we have a new substitution, Connor Price. He'll check into the game for the Tornadoes. Tornadoes will fumble the ball out of bounds. Possession is going to go back to the Woodward Boomers. Down there, Savannah Miller yelling at her son, Cass Shipley, to get on it. Love to see the mom interaction and dad interaction. It's always good when you got that parent on the sideline telling you how to play some basketball. Hagemeyer thought about a three. He couldn't get anything to go. Now he gets double teamed by Royals. It's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Tornadoes. He let it roll out of bounds, and I think it touched maybe the feet of one of the two players that was underneath there, Cass Shipley or Joshua Hagemeyer. We're going to take a 30-second timeout as the Red Tornadoes do. This is Boomer Basketball on Z92.
Oklahoma's public and electric utilities give you and your community the control, the investment, and the reliability you deserve. You have a voice in the decisions about the electrical grid. A percentage of every power bill is reinvested into your community, and your neighbors are doing the work necessary to keep the lights on. The power is in your hands, and brighter days are here with Our Local Power. Go to ourlocalpower.org for more details.
Welcome back to point lead, 42-37 over the Clinton Red Tornadoes with 6 minutes on the dot left to play. Chaz Rivers fires for three for Clinton. It rims out, no good. He'll get his own rebound though somehow, and Trayvon Williams will get fouled on by Joshua Hagemeyer of Woodward. Gets a little too much of a push there, stepping out of bounds, trying to save the ball, but unfortunately, Woodward will draw a foul.
Yeah, Justin, I was just praising them to stay out of foul trouble, and now we're climbing right back even.
Hagemeyer comes out, and a familiar face that I know, Connor Sutherland, steps in. So Connor Sutherland will come in for his first off-the-bench appearance as a Woodward Boomer. Ball's going to get thrown out of bounds, and he's just going to let it be. Ball going to Woodward. In my opinion, and you know, from you coaching cross country, I think he had enough time to go get that ball.
Oh, you take your chances. He don't, you know.
Cass Shipley, corner three, can't get it to go. Off the rebound is Hunter Mosley. Now Cass Shipley, he'll shoot in for two, up and good. And Cass Shipley now has, let's see how many points. 15 points. Now here comes Aiden Crumley. He'll get in the face of Chaz Rivers. Is guarding closely is Carter Reed. Now here comes Crumley. He'll get it out to Juarez. Juarez to Crumley for a three. That's a beautiful shot, up and good.
Back to your question, cross country is more of a long distance thing, not so short distance sprints or anything like that. So
Cash Shipley drives inside the lane for 2, up and no good. Off the rebound is going to be tipped by Connor Sutherland. Carter Reed try to get up there. And it's going to be a foul on the Boomers. Number, what is that? Hunter Mosley's. No, it's going to be on Kyle Martin, but Kyle Martin's not in the game.
It would be.
Oh, no, that was against Clinton, excuse me. And now we have a little bit of what's going on down here. 44-40, 4:30 left to go in the fourth quarter. That's a lot of fours there. Cash Shipley off the line, no good. Now here comes Jeremiah Barker, the fast man. One more foul, and he's fouled out for tonight. Connor Price trying to get a hand on it. Barker trying to go up for the line for 2, can't get anything to go. Now here comes Carter Reed on the rebound. He'll try to drive in for 2. He'll get it out to Mosley. Connor Price shoots a corner 3. Up, no good. Mosley, he'll try to go for 2. And foul. That's on Chaz Rivers. Number 12 for Clinton.
He's getting close too. I believe this might be his fourth.
I think this is 4th or 3rd. That's going to be his 4th foul. Chaz Rivers. That's a man that we want to kind of get into a little bit of foul trouble. Not so much Clinton. They kind of want him to kind of stick around. He's had a tremendous night.
Good job, Hunter Mosley, right there on converting that.
Mosley now has 7 points in the game, which you think 7 points is nothing. Well, that contributes to all these players having a couple small numbers. Adds up very quickly. Hunter Mosley knocks down, no, can't knock down the second one, so he'll stay with 7 points. Here's Esteban Juarez to Jaden Crumley. He'll get a push off of Cash Shipley, no call. Goes off of the hands of Cash Shipley, almost the fingertips of Crumley, but he puts his arm down and lets it roll out of bounds.
I always say every point is valuable, and I'm so big on free throws. You know, the team that wins the free throw game is
usually the team that walks away with the W.
Yeah, and you talk about Mosley's only mere 7 points. Well, without his 7 points, we're down 2. So
out of bounds is Jeremiah Barker. Caden Reed kind of following him and trailing him and pushing him out of bounds without getting a call. Smart there by Caden Reed, really following that ball tightly on defense. Here's Carter Reed, the younger brother now. If the ball gets it out to Hunter Mosley, to Cash Shipley, left wing. He'll drive one to the center. He'll get it out to Taylor Laird, who get it out to Caden Reed. Now back out to Taylor Laird at the top of the key. Taylor Laird gets a little bit nervous, drives into Caden Reed, to Hunter Mosley, back out to Carter Reed. And now Caden Reed will try to set up the offense a little bit, telling Taylor Laird where to go.
This is a good possession. We're milking the clock while moving.
Now get it out to Carter Reed again. Yes, we are. Hunter Mosley, deep three-pointer. He'll take it, can't get it. Carter Reed, he'll try to go back up for 2. It's going to be a travel. Looks like he was trying to go for a pivot there, but maybe he took a little too much small steps there with his feet.
I believe that was a 30-second possession right there, which is good.
2:56 left to go in this fourth quarter. The Boomers lead by 5. And it's going to go out of bounds on Cash Shipley. Or excuse me, out of bounds on, yes, Cash Shipley. And Jeremiah Barker is going to be the one to throw it in against Caden, or excuse me, Carter Reed. Caden Reed, Carter Reed, kind of a tongue twister there. They'll get it out to Chaz Rivers, who has 4 fouls, and gets it out to Jeremiah Barker, who has 4 fouls. Esteban Juarez will take a 3, no good. Hunter Mosley gets the rebound, and here comes Caden Reed to set the offense. Caden Reed, he's going to go fast tempo here. Looks like Kyle Martin may check back into the game here as Coach Roper has him back out to the line of the table. Here comes Carter Reed to Cash Shipley. He'll drive inside for 2. Up, no good. He's going to the line to shoot 2. The foul is going to be on, let's see what the numbers are. 1-2. Looks like that is on Chaz Rivers. I can't tell. Let's see what they give up here. No, that's going to be on number 21. I got that backwards. That's going to be on Aiden Crumley, his first one, which really, Aiden Crumley, the way he's been playing that, you think he'd have more than one foul.
Oh, he's been an offensive nightmare for us, so he's kept his hands pretty clean on the defensive side.
Cash Shipley knocks down the first basket, but can he knock down the second one? If he does, he'll have 17 points. He does. Cash Shipley making his 3 throws, and that's what the Woodward Boomers need. Double team quickly by Jeremiah Barker. He hits it off the top of the head of Cash Shipley while he steps out of bounds, and it's going back to the Boomers. I think that's what happened. No. Jeremiah Barker's foot was on the line, but I think Cash Shipley had the ball on the top of his head. Jaden Crumley shoots a 3. That's an air ball, almost. Goes off the top of the rim, though. Here comes Chaz Rivers. He'll get down to Trayvon Williams. He thought about a 3. He'll try to drive in for 2. And that's going to be an on-the-floor foul on, I think, Kyle Martin. Let's see what they give here. No.
Could be Talon.
Number 1, that's going to be Talon Laird. He'll pick up his first foul. Boomers have committed 5 fouls in the second half. Clinton has committed 9. Talon Laird checks out. Hunter Mosley tries to tip the ball out of bounds, and he does, gets a hand on it. Good athleticism as the ball goes out of bounds. Sorry, good.
I'd just say good awareness right there by Mosley.
Carter Reed trying to defend the pass. No, Cash Shipley gets in time. He'll steal it away. He'll get it after Carter Reed. Here comes a fast break going fast here. Can Carter Reed get it out to Caden Reed, his older brother, and he'll try to set the offense. They'll get a pass out from Cash Shipley. Here comes Shipley. He'll get it out to Martin, one of his best friends. Now here comes Martin. Martin back out to Mosley. Mosley to Reed. Reed, now we're just milking the clock. 1:40. We have a 7-point lead here, and Clinton has done nothing about it. They're not trying to commit fouls.
We don't need a shot here, so I expect us to keep drawing in and see if we can get an open look. If not, get a foul. After all that contact, it didn't go our way. So
I think we took about another almost 30 seconds off the clock there.
The game of basketball is weird because much like cross country, 1 second is 1 second too long.
Since they got a timeout, we're going to take one with them. It's a full timeout. There's going to be 1:28 left to go when we come back. This is Boomer Basketball on Z92.
A few years ago, Steve Faircow's lungs were failing.
I don't think I had more than a couple weeks to live.
That's when Steve received a lung transplant made possible by an organ donor. Now Steve can do things he never imagined, like climbing 94 floors to the top of a skyscraper.
I never knew that breathing could feel this good. It's an incredible gift.
What could you make possible as an organ and tissue donor? Leave behind the gift of life. Go to organdonor.gov, U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Health Resources and Services Administration.
Welcome. And teacher Chris Godwin from Boomer TV. It's good to have you.
Yeah, it's been a good night. Hopefully the Boomers can hang on right here, and I'd like us to force another turnover pretty quickly, and I don't expect us to be able to milk this whole Bennett 28,
no.
But I definitely would like to see us kind of control possession like we have the last few times.
Earlier in the JV games, both teams, I think, got a win. If I'm correct, the girls won by a pretty good margin, and the boys, I think, win it up by, I think, 10 points. Now the Woodward fans yelling D up. Let's get that defense rolling here. Jeremiah Barker has got the ball. He'll hand it off to Esteban Juarez. And this Boomer fans are really getting wild up here. I think we have more fans than Clinton themselves does.
That's just a good student section.
It is. I mean,
these kids are traveling on their Friday night. You know, they could have stayed for the Woodward Christmas Parade, but nope. They made it all the way down to the Tornado Dome to see the Boomers take care of business.
I mean, I think I'd rather want to call a Boomer game than go to a Christmas parade, because the season opener is definitely interesting right now. 40-47, a minute 10 left in this ball game. The question is, can the Woodward Boomers keep a 7-point lead or keep winning this ball game without letting Jeremiah Barker or any other guys driving for 2 and scores? Jeremiah Barker, just as I am saying now, it's a 5-point game. Here comes Caden Reed. They're not pressuring the Boomers just much enough yet. Here's Kyle Martin to Carter Reed to Caden Reed, and now here comes the double team pressure. I think we're going to see some intentional fouls, and here in just a second, 45 seconds left to go. Still got a 5-point lead. Passing the ball is Kyle Martin to get off to Cash Shipley. Cash Shipley is going to get his hands wrapped around from Esteban.
Number 3.
Esteban, that should be his second.
He's clear.
He doesn't have very many fouls. He just has 2.
That's a second, yeah.
Him and Jeremiah Barker look a lot alike, and I've kind of gotten them mixed up a little tonight.
No, and I mean, as our guys have the ball, you know, that's one of the things that Clinton can't go full in and commit silly fouls, because you look at who's on the floor, 2 of them are 1 foul away from being done for the night. So they have to play cautious as well as force turnovers.
48-42, 6-point game here in the Dome at Clinton, Oklahoma. The Woodward Boomers lead 48-42 with 32 seconds left to go in this game. At the line is Jeremiah Barker. Kyle Martin, we're going to have to say Stia for the next 32 seconds because he has fouled out of the game, unfortunately. But hey, Martin, you put out a good 3. You help your Boomers pass the ball a little bit. And so far, we still got a 6-point lead. Can we keep on it? Taylor Laird will check Kyle Martin out for the game. I don't think he realizes that he had 5 fouls. Keeps looking up at the board. Caden Reed is going to go get the ball, but Jeremiah Barker still had to shoot one more. Jeremiah Barker has not made a 3-throw yet, I don't believe. 48-42, still at the line.
Whether this goes in or not, I expect a high press from Clinton to force a turnover and a quick 2.
Jeremiah Barker will hit it, and he will come out of the game for Zeshawn Bolden. Caden Reed going to dribble the ball to Carter Reed, his older brother, and now he's going to get fouled. No, still hasn't fouled, and now he'll commit 1. That's going to be number 1, Zeshawn Baldwin.
Caden's the older brother. Number 4 is the senior.
Carter Reed at the line, up and good. Wow, Carter Reed gonna get you a little, see how many points he has. He has kind of racked up. I think he's over 10. I think he's about 12 points right now. Knocks down his second one. Almost, it comes off the top of the rim. It looked like it was gonna fall in. 49-43, that's a travel. 17.7 seconds left to go. Can the Boomers finish this game? 17.7 seconds is enough time to score 2 3-pointers and put this game into overtime, but with this Boomer offense, unlikely to happen.
It is unlikely, but I've seen some crazy things on some highlights.
Here we go, Cash Shipley. No one's fouled him yet, and he will get thrown to the floor. Helped up by Joshua Hagemeyer, Connor Sutherland, and Caleb Luthi. Foul is going to be on Let's see what number we got this time. Number 23, that is going to be Atticus Thompson. Cass Shipley at the line, 4-2 in a double bonus. Off the top of the rim, and Mom is not liking it. She got her hands on her face.
He's had a tough night here at the line, and he's disappointed in it. Whether he's had a great night on the floor or not, this is something he's going to go back.
No matter if he has the most points on the team, he knows that he can do better, like you said. He holds himself to a high standard, and that's what I like about this kid. Air ball there.
That's ice it
Caden
out.
Thompson is going to take it. They're going to foul him 2-1, and that's the ball game. The final score here at the Dome, 50-43. We're going to go into the post game. 50-43, and the Boomers do win it. This is Boomer Basketball on Z92.
To winter once again, and there's nothing like the assurance of knowing that you can drive with confidence in any weather condition. From October 3rd to December 19th, get up to $100 mailing rebate when you purchase a set of 4 Michelin tires. Don't wait. Warm up now to our winter savings. Visit the tire experts at High Plains Tire, 2220 Main Street in Woodward. Certain conditions apply. Do your dealer or Michelin.ca for details.
Oklahoma's publicly owned electric utilities give you and your community the control, the investment, and the reliability you deserve. You have a voice in the decisions about the electrical grid. A percentage of every power bill is reinvested into your community, and your neighbors are doing the work necessary to keep the lights on. The power is in your hands, and brighter days are here with Our Local Power. Go to ourlocalpower.org for more details.
Kentucky Fried Chicken Taco Bell, 2411 Oklahoma Avenue in Woodward, is open 10:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily. Whether you're hungry for chicken or a tasty Mexican taco, you can find it at Kentucky Fried Chicken Taco Bell. They have what you're hungry for.
Times of transition, whether from a sad event or a joyful one, can leave us feeling adrift. Social connections become even more important. Being isolated and lonely can be harmful to your health. It can lead to high blood pressure, a greater risk of heart disease, and early onset dementia. So it's important to build and maintain connections to people whose relationships bring meaning to your life. Try a new hobby, volunteer, exercise, or use your phone or other device to stay in touch. These can be great ways to keep up your social connections and your physical and mental well-being. Visit connecttoaffect.org to see if you're at risk of social isolation and find ways to stay connected. This message is brought to you by United Healthcare and AARP Foundation.
Chris Godwin, final score one last time, 50-43. Had some really good Boomer basketball here. A clean sweep here at Clinton. Both JV teams did end up winning tonight, along with both varsity teams. Destiny Pfeiffer is going to be your top scorer on the girls' side, and on the boys' side, it's going to be Cash Shipley. Let's see how many Cash had right here. Cash Shipley had 23 points tonight, along with Carter Reed. He had 11, 12. Hunter Mosley had 10. Caden Reed had 6. Cal Martin had 3. And that is going to wrap it up on the boys' side for scoring for the Boomers. Now you take a look at what the Clinton Red Tornadoes did. They put on a good fight. Jeremiah Barker, the man that was supposed to be really, really fast tonight, really just couldn't find anything going. He only had 3 points. It was Juan Juarez who kind of stepped up to the plate. He scored 8. Then you have Chaz Rivers, who had 2 3-pointers, and then a 2 later on in the third quarter. Didn't get much out of him. Aiden Crumley, 18 points tonight with 2 fouls. And that wraps it up on the scoring side for them. The Boomers take a 7-point win here at the Dome. Any final thoughts on how they performed tonight and what they maybe could have done better?
I think there was it was a good win. I think they made some good adjustments as the game went on. It was a little sloppy in the beginning, some early turnovers and whatnot, but a huge standout performance by sophomore Carter Reed. And then, you know, the expected performance, but he definitely showed up and did what, you know, what we all wanted to see. And Cash Shipley. So I do know that Cash is going to look at tonight's game and be disappointed with the free throw performance, but I do know that he's going to go to the gym and he's going to work on that, and he's never going to have a night like he did tonight at the free throw line. So I look forward to the rest of the season, and I'm glad that they were able to battle back and find a way to have a team win, because it was kind of responsibility was spread around, but Carter Reed, big night for that guy, and Cash Shipley showing up and doing what everyone would like him to do.
You know, I really thought Cash Shipley was going to have that opportunity when he was right down here. Thought he was going to slam dunk it, but we didn't get to see that opportunity tonight. Hey, but there will be an opportunity where you may get to see him do that next Tuesday at 6:30. I think tip-off at Weatherford, right?
For the girls, I believe, yeah.
Is that Weatherford?
Yep.
So you could tune in on Z92 and Boomer TV. I think they will be there. I don't know. They will. So, well, that's going to wrap it up for us tonight. So see you guys 6:30 on Tuesday. Thanks for tuning in to Boomer Basketball. I'm Dakota Wagner alongside Chris Godwin. It has been a fun adventure. This is Boomer Basketball on Z92.